last night for Jacksonville, a 4-1 win at South Carolina against the Stingrays. The kind of victory that can really springboard a run, and the Icemen are certainly hoping that that's exactly what happens for tonight. As for Greenville, they don't need to springboard a run. They're already on one. They have points in 13 of the last 14 games. The question is for Greenville, how much of a run is it? Because out of those 13 games, they actually only won 6 of them. They've lost 5 in overtime. They've lost 2 others in shootouts. So they've got points in 13 out of 14 games, but 9 of those games have gone past regulation. We'll find out what they have here as the Icemen in their home gray uniforms, aviator blue trim, up against Greenville in their navy blue with orange trim. Newcomer for the Icemen, Eric Bradford, making his home debut tonight on the draw. He wins it, and we are underway as Jacksonville takes it up the right wing side, and Bradford sweeps it in behind the net of Greenville netminder Ryan Bednard. Swamp Rabbits first on the puck, stick handling up the left wing side. Couple of men spilled on the play, one for each squad as Greenville plays it into the zone. Wedman cannot get around Michael Kim, well defended there, but not cleared yet. From the line, a shot from Carlisle is blocked in front by Jacksonville's defense. It is played out to center, and a little further now into the Swamp Rabbit end. Just underway, just over 30 seconds gone by. No score here in Jacksonville as the Icemen look to get within one game of 500 on the year with a victory tonight. Line change for the Icemen. It is Pascal Aquin along with Derek Lodermeyer, and with a steal right on cue is Jared Van Wormer. Van Wormer can't break through the zone, however, and a shot on net and a save made by Kyle Kaiser. Greenville's captain getting that redirect on goal. That is Joey Haddad. Kaiser just squeezing that left arm against his midsection and keeping that puck out of the net. A few newcomers for the Icemen tonight, at least for their home debut. Bradford being one of them. He actually played here last year as an opponent as a member of the Brampton Beast. Also making the debut, Brendan Miller. As Kaiser makes another save, it's loose behind the net. Jacob Panetta, who's been with the Icemen all year, but this will be his first home game in action. He's on the ice right now as well. And a backup goaltender for the Icemen, Trevor Gorsuch, also suited up for Jacksonville, but not on the ice as he is the backup again this evening. He is yet to play for the Icemen. Play is in the neutral zone, and Jacksonville collects. They'll chip it into the zone off the stick of Cam Critchlow. Greenville swings it around to the near side. Connolly looks to clear around Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit blocks it, keeps it along the near side boards. Ben Finkelstein sweeps it away for Sam Jardine. Back for Finkelstein behind his own net. Rabbit curls away on his forecheck, and Finkelstein has all day now behind the cage. 18-13 to go in the first period. Still no score. It is Jardine, cross ice look for Bykoff. Rabbit with a poke check, knocks it ahead up the right side for Saraceno. Saraceno has been pretty hot for the Icemen as of late, including a pair of goals last night, but it's Greenville coming up the right wing side. Blocker save is made by Jacksonville's netminder Kaiser, loose at the blue line. Swamp Rabbits hold it in. They'll chip it off glass and behind the Jacksonville net. And it's Greenville first on the puck as well. Bykoff on his backhand, the former Florida Everblade, has it knocked away and cleared out to center ice by the Icemen. 2 shots on goal, both of them belong to Greenville. The Icemen have not had a shot attempt as of yet. It is the Icemen sending the puck down deep. Frank Hora will collect it for the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Stick handling up the right wing. He'll gain center ice, and he'll chip it into the right of Kaiser. Kaiser poking it into the corner. Knocked free by Jacksonville. Playing it up the right wing is Jared Van Wormer, looking to use the boards for Aquin. The linesman actually got in the way there. That was Tarrington Wyanzik who actually prevented Aquin from getting into the zone. Jacksonville tries to clear it back in, but it went off Aquin. What a tough shift that was for him. Got checked by the linesman and then got some friendly fire from a clear-in attempt from his partner, Jason Binkley. He'll head to the bench as we have a face-off at center ice. Exactly 3 minutes gone by. Line change for both clubs. The Icemen send out Cam Critchlow at center with Craig Martin and Brendan Warren. Martin had what ultimately was the game-winning goal last night in South Carolina. Forecheck from the Icemen, taking it into Greenville's end. Swamp Rabbits pull it away. They'll skate up the left side. It is Wedman Looking to go wide on Binkley. Drop pass poked away by the Icemen. Up the right side with some speed is Warren trying to beat the defenseman wide, and he does. Tries to cut in and gets the forehander away. Left pad save is made by Bednard. Rebound for Martin. Centering feed knocked away by the goaltender stick of Bednard that time and cleared out to center by Greenville. Bachman sweeps it back behind the Jacksonville net. With speed, it's Kevin McKernan flying through center ice, using the boards to redirect it in with the help of Nick Saraceno. Jardine pokes it to the right side for Finkelstein, using the end boards back for Jardine on a D-to-D pass. Finkelstein again with it. Jacksonville comes between the hash marks now on their forecheck. It is Saraceno down low in the neutral zone, just playing a bit of a trap right now. Eric Bradford and Aaron Nazarian. Greenville gets through the neutral zone, and they'll skate over the line. Clean entry into the zone onside. Holding it in is Connolly. Connolly has it poked away. It is Panetta up the left side. Nazarian just backhands it out to center. Had a couple men with him, but I don't think he saw them. Jardine for Greenville, wristing it in cross corner. Panetta, good poke check. He had to have that with his reach. Greenville may have had a 2-on-1 otherwise. Now a steal, however, from the Swamp Rabbits. Towards the blue line, wrister, and a screen is blocked in front by Panetta. Panetta to the left wing for, looks like Pascal Aquin. Knocked away at center ice, and Connolly takes it over the blue line. Connolly gives it up. Hamilton with his head up. Feeds it to the left. Handling that pass beautifully was Van Wormer. He'll backhand in behind the net and chip and chase on the forecheck. Van Wormer into the right wing corner. Penalty coming. I think this is going to go against Jacksonville. It is. It's a delayed call. Van Wormer will go to the box as soon as Jacksonville gets the possession. But right now, Greenville has 6 skaters on the ice, and they'll skate into the offensive end. There's your steal from the Icemen. There's your whistle from referee Andrew Brueggemann. And it's a power play for the Swamp Rabbits. First man advantage for either club as Van Wormer heads into the box for tripping at the 5:11 mark of period number 1. Greenville on the power play this year, 15.1%. Better than that on the road, however, 22.6% away from home for Greenville. Jacksonville's penalty kill, though, sterling all year long. 89.5% overall. That's good enough for second in the league. At home, even better than that, if you can imagine. They've killed 20 of 21 at home. That's a 95.2% clip. Penalty killing at home. They've only allowed 1 power play goal on home ice all year. Obviously looking to continue that string as they win the draw. Jacksonville does, and they'll wrist it 200 feet. Bednard flattens the puck for Sam Jardine. He is their leading scorer from the blue line. Only 1 goal, but 16 assists for Jardine. Fans get a rise out of the referees colliding with one another as Greenville takes it into the zone. It is Thompson, left wing circle. Playing it down low, it's tipped away, but Swamp Rabbits hold it in. Around the wall, all the way to the near side for Connolly. Defending is Critchlow, and he forces a steal. Jacksonville, Craig Martin will wrist at the length of the ice. He wanted to see if he had an opportunity to skate shorthanded, but it just wasn't there. He played it safe. Down low to forecheck now is Wasey Rabbit penalty killing, along with Brendan Warren. Still 1:10 to go on this power play for Greenville. Jardine with a drop pass at his own blue line for Connolly. Taking it over the line is Thompson onside. Throwing it right through the top of the crease. Nobody home. Greenville holds on to the puck, however. Jardine, right point to the circle for Patrick Bykoff. Top of the circle. Great block from Jacksonville. Rabbit gets a piece of it. It went right off the top of the glass and out of play by a fraction of an inch. Jacksonville does not go into the penalty box for a delay of game. Great play by Wasey Rabbit to block that shot. And as he cleared it, the puck just clipped the absolute top of the glass, meaning that it's not a delay of game. Had it not touched the glass at all, Jacksonville would have been down 2 men for 50 seconds. So the Icemen catch a bit of a break there. Still a 5-on-4 power play, of course. Swamp Rabbits win the faceoff. It is Zimmer, right, left circle, wrist shot. Deflects out of play. It goes off the netting. Draw will be to Kaiser's right side. I think Kaiser got a piece of it with the blocker, maybe his shoulder. I had a perfect sight line on that Rabbit clearing attempt to see that the bottom of the puck just clipped the absolute top of the glass. Referees were on it too. Got to give credit where credit is due. Both of Both linesmen and the referee, all three of them were right on top of it. Deflection from Rabbit, knocks it, no, Wasey Rabbit, not the Swamp Rabbits, by the way. Gets it back out to center ice. Greenville redirecting in, skating with the puck, and a big hit from Trevor Hamilton, and he gets the steal to go with it, but he can't clear. His clearing attempt went right to Ben Finkelstein. 23 seconds to go on the power play. Swamp Rabbits in the offensive end. Finkelstein with a wrister. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Finkelstein to the blue line, feeding Craig Morellis. To the left for Zimmer. Back for Finkelstein. Holds. It's Morellis. He fanned on the shot. He overskated the puck. Centering feed swept away by Jacksonville and cleared away by Rabbit. That will do it on the power play. Van Wormer out of the box for Jacksonville. We are still scoreless. 12:44 to go in period number 1. Jacksonville still with only 1 shot on goal. Swamp Rabbits credited with 3 right now. For Greenville, it is Gordy Meyer carrying right up the middle. Redirecting it in off the stick of Luke Brown. Jacksonville behind their own net on the puck. Pass eludes everybody. This will be icing against Jacksonville. First icing for either team, I believe, tonight. And we'll bring it into the Icemen zone with 12:21 to go in period number 1. Face-off between Eric Bradford for the Icemen. For Greenville, it's Jacob Hayhurst. And it's the Icemen winning this face-off. Binkley flipping it ahead, out of the reach of Nick Saraceno. Meyer collects at his own blue line, loose now at center. Nobody can get to the handle to it. Finally, it's Nazarian for Jacksonville. He'll forehand it in behind the net of Bednart. Looking for the steal is Bradford for the Icemen. Got a piece of it. Can he carry it and move it free? Yes, he does. Centering feed goes to Binkley at the right circle. Tries the drop pass for Saraceno. He collects at the right point. Feeding it down low for Aaron Nazarian. Nazarian, great spin move, beats one man. Feeds it for Saraceno in the right corner. Behind the net, centering feed from Bradford is knocked away. Saraceno gets it back, and this is the first time the Icemen have had a good forecheck so far. Good pressure there from the Icemen as Greenville finally takes it away and clears into Jacksonville's end. Bachman takes a big hit from Jason Binkley, separating him from the puck. Icemen with it at center. It is Critchlow chipping in. Carlisle tries to move away from Warren. Good feed right up the middle. Greenville takes it away to center ice, and they'll continue with the puck as well. Cross ice look. Wrister from Bradley, knocked away by Critchlow, out of play. 11 minutes, 11 seconds to go in period number 1. We'll take our first break in the action with a score 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Jacksonville Icemen. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on flowhockey.tv.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Welcome back. Arlie Johnson with you on Mixler and on flowhockey.tv. Scoreless midway through the first period. Greenville has had the slight edge in play thus far. They've had a power play to help them out with that as well. But the Icemen killed off that penalty ultimately. And we'll see who draws first blood or whether it will even happen in this first period. These two teams played a very tight checking affair just last weekend in Greenville. Actually, I had a pair of games there. Jacksonville winning the first one in overtime. The most recent meeting was the following day. Greenville with a 2-0 win with an empty netter at the end to seal it as Kaiser makes a save off the stick of Jake Massey. Draw will come to Kaiser's right side. One quick note, this is a league-wide note. For the first month of the season, everybody was allowed to dress 20 players, 18 skaters and 2 goaltenders. Well, that has been dropped by 1 player. So it used to be 4 solid lines with 3 defensive pairings, but no longer. Now it's 11 forwards instead of 12, which means that all coaches, of course Jason Christie for the Icemen, plus all the others, have to kind of juggle their lines throughout the course of the game, at least their forward lines. I'm sure everybody has their own plan and their own system, and we'll see how that looks from a Jason Christie perspective tonight. For now, it's Wasey Rabbit on the ice with Ian McKinnon. And Nick Saraceno is out there. Might be Saraceno getting the extra shift on this one. Rabbit on the faceoff. He wins it. It goes behind the net for Hamilton. Trying to redirect out is Saraceno, unable to do so. It was blocked at the line. Swamp Rabbits try to play it back to the point. That's knocked away by Jacksonville. Here they come up the right wing side. Saraceno onside, wristing it on net. Easy blocker save for Bednard. McKinnon turns and pokes it into the corner where it's knocked away and cleared out by the Swamp Rabbits. Hamilton trying to break out pass for McKinnon. He couldn't get a stick on it. McKinnon's going to protest, saying he got a piece of it, which would have prevented the icing had he been credited with deflecting it, but the officials say no. Icing against Jacksonville. The Icemen in their first home game in over 3 weeks. Sometimes these home games, when you have not been at home for such a long time, sometimes it's tough to get started, especially coming off a road game just the night prior, as the Icemen are. Can't say I'm shocked at the slower start here from the Icemen. I wouldn't be shocked from any home team in this exact situation that the Icemen are in tonight. But oftentimes they get their legs moving about this time, or maybe by second period or so. So I don't mind a scoreless game at all at this point from Jacksonville's perspective. McKinnon is way in tight on his forecheck. He was halfway through the blue paint of Ryan Bednard, right in his grill. Just trying to instigate something as the Swamp Rabbits ultimately get it into the Jacksonville end. Panetta knocking it free. Here come the Icemen with a 3-man attack up the left wing side. Clearing into the zone for the Icemen is Derek Lodermeyer, going behind the Greenville net. Lodermeyer cannot gain control. Jardine for Greenville. Backhand swing pass across ice, knocked out of midair a couple of times by Kevin McKernan. Now it's batted out of the air by the glove of Jardine, and ultimately that's going to be a hand pass. Jacksonville was allowed to hand pass it. Greenville was not. And because of it, we'll take a break. 9:40 to go in the first period. We are still scoreless in Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Back in action, Jacksonville trying to gain the blue line of Greenville. Can't do it. It is Greenville playing it through the neutral zone. Beating a man wide is Finkelstein, but it's Jason Binkley for the Icemen taking the puck away. Jacksonville looks to clear. Can they get by him? Not quite. Could have been interference against the Swamp Rabbits, but not called by Andrew Brueggemann. Greenville now at the Jacksonville line. Carrying into the zone onside. Pass right through the slot from Greenville. Gets knocked away by Jacksonville and cleared out. Swamp Rabbits right back into the zone. It is Binkley tapping it behind the back. Left wing side for the Icemen, making his debut for Jacksonville tonight. Brendan Miller, also formerly with the Brampton Beast, as the Swamp Rabbits have it behind their own net. It is Meyer to the right side. Shifting around one man is Frank Hora. Into the zone softly for Greenville. Bradford first on the puck. He gets taken down again. No call from Brueggemann. A maze of bodies tangled up behind the Jacksonville net as the Swamp Rabbits keep it in the zone. And Rister from the blue line able to see it and glove it is Kyle Kaiser. There was a ton of traffic there for a split second, but everybody just kind of separated away, and it allowed Kaiser a clean look at that puck. Had the traffic stayed, that one could have been dangerous. Instead, just an easy glove save. Shots on goal favoring Greenville 5-2, and the draw will be to Kaiser's right. Greenville wins it, and Kaiser with a slightly more difficult glove save this time off the stick of Meyer from about 45 feet away. Again, no traffic in front, though. Kaiser's looked very good for the Icemen lately. His numbers on the year, 2 and 5, but that's not indicative of how he's played. His goals against average only 2.78, save percentage 91.2%. His numbers have been very, very good. He just hasn't had all the results to show for it, although he certainly had great results last night, getting credit for the win in Charleston against the Stingrays. Jacksonville with the puck in their own end. Wing-to-wing pass, taking it off the boards is Hamilton with speed, looking to go wide on Meyer, takes it into the corner. Meyer defended him well and then takes the puck away from him also. It is Meyer up the left wing for Bachman. He can't find a teammate. It is Michael Kim. Indirect pass off the boards. Good feed for Lodermeyer, who will tap it into the zone. Line change for Jacksonville on the fly, and a penalty coming along the way. This is on the Swamp Rabbits. So a power play for the Icemen. Tripping is the call. Frank Hora heading into the box for Greenville. And that sets up a pretty good matchup here. I like how it looks on paper for the Icemen. Power play for Jacksonville this year, 5th overall in the league at 17.4%. That's pretty good, but at home, that much better. Jacksonville's power play at home tops in the ECHL, 26.9%, 7 for 26 at home. As for Greenville's penalty kill, only 80% overall, and actually slightly worse than that away from home as Jacksonville takes possession on their first power play of the night. Hamilton at the blue line for Saraceno, playing it down low. Off the boards to the right point, back for Trevor Hamilton for the Icemen. Hamilton holds, finds Bradford at the top of the right circle. On his forehand, looking for help. Bradford spins away from Bradley, who's penalty killing. Bradford to the line for Hamilton once more. Cross ice look. Rister from Nazarian is blocked. Comes loose. Jacksonville will not hold it in. It's going to be Greenville. Nearly had a breakaway, but Bradley couldn't possess the puck. Dangerously close to a shorthanded breakaway for the Swamp Rabbits. Jacksonville's fortunate that they've got the puck behind their own net, and they'll send out their second power play unit. 1:12 to go on the man advantage. Still plenty of time for the Icemen to try and gain the early lead. It is Wasey Rabbit with a drop pass for Brendan Warren. Warren's pass for McKernan. Backhanded in. Chasing after it is Warren. He got a piece of that clearing attempt. Jacksonville will set up shop at the right point with McKernan. McKernan down low for Aquin, who plays it off the boards for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit loses it to Jardine. Jardine on his backhand. Can't clear in. Pinching in is Miller to hold it in for Rabbit. To the blue line for McKernan. Winds and fires just off the outside of the net as Bednar got spilled on the play, I think from his own man. Will play on. It is Warren with a centering feed. That is blocked. Warren gets it back behind the net. Finkelstein trying to pry it loose for Greenville. It's 2-on-2 behind the Swamp Rabbit net. Now Wasey Rabbit coming in there as well. Greenville just wants to pin it up against the wall. Finally taken away by Greenville. And stick handling up the left wing is Connolly. He'll drop it back and kill a little more time. Just 12 seconds to go on the power play for Jacksonville. Greenville still has the puck in their own end, and it looks like the Icemen will not capitalize on their first power play. One final clearing attempt from the Swamp Rabbits, and out of the box is Hora, and it is Greenville on the puck now in the Jacksonville end. Bachman to the right wing circle, took a hit from McKinnon as the puck goes behind the net. Michael Kim looks to clear, held in by Bachman. Swamp Rabbits can't center yet. Bachman again with it, cuts towards goal, crashes the net and crashes right off of its own moorings. We will have a stoppage in play and a face-off in the Jacksonville zone when we come back. 5:26 to go in the first period. Still scoreless in Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
Still looking for first blood in this contest. The Jacksonville Icemen hosting the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Greenville out shooting Jacksonville 8-2 now. But thanks to Kyle Kaiser between the pipes, we stay scoreless. Tie games also nothing new for Greenville. They've had almost every single game they've had this year has been a one-goal game or an overtime game. I believe it's 9 of their last 13 games have gone to overtime. Win or lose, either way. A lot of tie games for them. As we resume live action, Greenville clears into the zone. Jacksonville up their left side and right back out to the red line. Meyer on the left wing. Forechecking is Craig Martin for the Icemen, forcing Meyer to spin away from him. Martin now curls away and comes back to the neutral zone. It is Meyer cutting to the left wing side. Can't clear it in yet. Tries to feed it for Wedman. Now they'll take it into the zone onside. Deflected pass from Jacksonville. Not cleared yet. Bachman with a sharp angle shot that went right off the mask of Kaiser, who lost his strap on his mask, so he's going to get a whistle. Heads up play there from Kyle Kaiser, who had that puck go right off his face and lost a strap in the process. I don't think that referee Andrew Brueggemann knew it at first, so Kaiser had to raise his hand and tell him, hey, buddy, look, I got a mask that's going to come off any second. And officials, once they know, they're going to blow the play dead in any situation involving a mask specifically. But not necessarily anything else. If you've got a leg injury or maybe you've lost a glove or a stick, that's not going to matter. But the mask, different story. They will blow the play dead in that situation once they know. Faceoff comes outside the blue line. That's where the puck was when we finally had that stoppage in play. And the Icemen have possession. It is Miller. Lead pass for Aquan, knocked free, but it comes right to the Icemen. Jason Binkley tapping it for Lodermeyer. Can't gain the zone. Bradley steals it away. Matt Bradley for Greenville. Chips it up the right side, gets the give and go up the right wing side. Centering feed is knocked away. Excellent defensive effort from Jason Binkley, preventing that 2-on-1. Brendan Miller for the Icemen for Aquan. On his forehand side, Aquan, who had a scrap last night. Good to see him get involved that way against South Carolina. Couple of scraps last night, in fact, for Jacksonville. Ian McKinnon was involved, too, as the puck is over the blue line and onside. Lodermeyer couldn't get the puck. Had Pascal Aquin seen that puck, he probably would have been a 2-on-1, but it was well over his head. He just lost sight of it. It was directly over his head. Couldn't locate it. Line change here for Greenville. They have the puck deep in their own zone. Aaron Nazarian forechecking on Sam Jardine. Jardine breaks out of his own end, loses it briefly. Jacksonville at center ice. It is Panetta for Bradford. Bradford for Saraceno. Bradford gets it back. Drop pass looking for Nazarian, just out of reach. And Greenville pulls it away to the neutral zone. Jacksonville attempts to clear it in. Instead, they clear it over the glass. And it'll be a face-off at center ice. And a souvenir for somebody out there. Wearing is that a John Tavares Islanders sweater? Haven't seen one of those in a few years. Of course, now with the Toronto Maple Leafs for a few years. Always love seeing the NHL representation here at the Veterans Memorial Arena with their fans, not only with Icemen gear, but NHL gear as well. It spans the globe of NHL jerseys typically around these parts. Back to live action, 3:13 to go in the first period, still 0-0. Pass from Finkelstein looking for Connolly, poked away all the way back into the Jacksonville zone. Hamilton with a reverse hit on Connolly. Separates Connolly from the puck. Swamp Rabbits get it back. Shot is deflected out of play by Michael Kim. Love the physical game that Trevor Hamilton brings from the blue line. He's got a lot of sandpaper to his game. Showed it there with that reverse hit on Matt Bradley. Or, excuse me, on Connolly. Line change for each club. Jacksonville sending out Wasey Rabbit with Ian McKinnon and Jared Van Wormer. On defense, Michael Kim and Trevor Hamilton. For Greenville, it's Jacob Hayhurst on the faceoff. Kyle Kaiser at the top of his paint, staring out to his right side. Swamp Rabbits win it. Rister from Jardine, blocked out to center. Foot race for the puck, but Finkelstein's going to win it ahead of Ian McKinnon. McKinnon barreling down, finishes his check as he always does, as Greenville plays it up the right side. Greenville's looking for a penalty call. Jardine is really slow trying to draw that call, but no hand up from Brueggemann. Now it's Wasey Rabbit with a hit on Jardine, and the fans love it. Jardine giving Brueggemann a piece of his mind for a little bit, but we'll play on. McKinnon with a big hit, always finishing his checks. As we come back with Greenville in the offensive zone, Jacksonville taps it away. Up the left wing side, a three-man rush develops. Possible 3-on-2 for the Icemen. Over the blue line is Rabbit. Passes poked away. Nazarian holds it in right at the line, at least for the moment. Knocked free by Greenville. Comes out to center. The Icemen will gain control just inside their own zone now. It is Binkley feeding it up the right side. Stolen by Greenville. Forechecking in is Saraceno. Meyer pulls away from him and Nazarian and starts the rush by himself. Meyer with a wrister. Excellent rush there as it goes over the glass and out of play. Went off the netting. That was a good rush from Ben Meyer. Excuse me, Gordy Meyer. I don't know where I got Ben from. Maybe from Ben Finkelstein. The draw will be in the Jacksonville zone. Jacksonville still only 3 shots on net in this first period. But we remain scoreless. Swamp Rabbits with 9 shots on goal. 1:45 to go in the first. Swamp Rabbits win the draw. Rister and a screen goes wide. Comes off the wall for Wedman for Greenville. Hora looks to center. Sharp angle shot. Deflects behind the net. Collision between a couple of players along the near side wall. Craig Martin tries to dig it loose. It ends up around the boards to the far side. McKernan chops at it but does not clear it yet. Big hit from Panetta as the Icemen get a steal. They'll chip it out softly into the Greenville zone, so no icing here. Gordy Meyer rimming it around for Hora. Near side and a steal from Jacksonville. Rister and a pad save is made by Bednard with the right leg. Best chance of the first period for Jacksonville. And another big hit from the Icemen. This time it's Cam Critchlow putting the body on Garrett Thompson. So Jacksonville's starting to play a little more chippy now in this final minute of period number 1. The Icemen in their own zone. Warren around the right side, all the way to center, chipped high in the air, knocked free by the Icemen. Over the line, it's Van Wormer by himself for the moment, but still keeps the puck. Tries to feed it for Derek Lodermeyer, but it's well out of range. Swamp Rabbits come away up the left wing. They'll start a 3-man rush, and another big hit, this time from Aquin on Patrick Bykoff. Another hit from Jacksonville deep in their own zone as they clear it away. Jacksonville is coming out with the body right now as the Swamp Rabbits have it at neutral ice. It is Massey dropping it into his own end for Carlisle. Just 20 seconds to go in the period. Carlisle wristing it in. He gets popped by Aquin. Centering feed from Greenville comes all the way to the near side for Bradley. Rister, and a save is made by Kaiser. Best save of the night comes in the final 10 seconds of the period as Jacksonville skates up the left wing. They will clear it out and time will expire. Entertaining opening 20 minutes as the Icemen and Swamp Rabbits will head into the locker room still in a scoreless deadlock. Greenville out shooting Jacksonville. It's listed as 10-4 right now. There really wasn't much tone to that game until the last probably 3 or 4 minutes when Jacksonville really started setting things up physically, hitting anything that would move from a navy blue uniform. Led by Ian McKinnon, and I wonder if that's going to start things going into the locker room and into the second intermission, or into the second period. look to see how Jacksonville comes out in the second period if they are going to continue that trend of hitting Greenville every chance that they get, because it certainly seemed to set the tone in the final few minutes there, and hopefully it will jumpstart them into a better second period than we saw in the first. Just the same, despite being outshot 10-4 in that first period, we are scoreless here in Jacksonville. Each team had one power play. Obviously, both teams 0 for 1. We will take a break and return momentarily. When we come back, we're going to have from the ECHL Week with Barry Schickling. So stick around for that. He'll give you a setup on what's going on around the league in the ECHL. It's 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits after one. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixler and on flowhockey.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
When the Kelly Cup playoffs arrive this season, there'll be a different look. One team is playing nothing but close games, and it's winning most of those games too. And if it's highlights you want, you've come to the right place. Another edition of ECHL Week starts now.
Hi, welcome to ECHL Week. I'm Barry Schickling. We've been wondering for a while what the format of the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs will look like. Our questions have now been answered. So many things have already been different about this season, and when it comes to the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs, that's going to be the case as well.
The top 4 teams in both conferences, based on points percentage at the conclusion of the regular season, will advance to the postseason. The conference semifinals in both conferences will have the first-place team going up against the fourth-place finisher and the second-place team taking on the third-place club. The 2 winners in each conference series will then meet in the conference finals, with those winners advancing to the 2021 Kelly Cup Finals. But here's a significant change. All 3 rounds in the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs will be best-of-5 series. And the higher-seeded team will have the option of playing the first 2 or the final 3 games at home unless an alternative format is agreed upon. That could be the case if there are building availability issues. This will be the first time an ECHL final series has been a best-of-5 matchup. For you trivia buffs, it's been 9 years since the ECHL staged any best-of-5 playoff series. That last happened in the first round of the postseason in both conferences in 2012. As far as the dates are concerned, get ready for some summer hockey for the first time. With this year's regular season currently set to end on Saturday, June 5th, the 2021 Kelly Cup playoffs will start the following Monday, June 7th. As a result, the Kelly Cup finals are scheduled to end no later than Saturday, July 3rd. It certainly figures to be a very short summer for the teams which make it to the final round. We're guessing at least one of those teams won't mind.
In their 6 previous seasons, the Indy Fuel have generally iced competitive teams, but they've only made the postseason 1 time, and that season, 2018, they lost in the first round of the Kelly Cup playoffs. This year, though, might be a little different. The team's off to a great start. In addition to the fact that the Fuel have had a really good record over the first 2 months of the season, practically every game they played has been decided by just one goal. We recently spoke with a few members of the Fuel and asked them not just about their early season success, but also about playing and winning close games.
Yeah, it's been not easy on the heart, I'll tell you that. Every game's been pretty intense, which is, like you said, it's good. You're definitely, always engaged. And, I don't know if it's Doug's coaching style as much as it's just been the way games have played out for us. I don't think any coach is going to tell you not to win by 5 goals if you get the chance, but it's been fun.
I think the league is really good this year. I think that the competitive balance is been very, very tight, razor thin one way or the other. And I think those close games are an indication of what the season's going to look like. And it has been for us. It's not just been one opponent, 2 opponents. It's been pretty much everyone who played.
Christensen has been pleased so far with his team's defensive play, and they're doing very well in the goals against department.
Our blue line, I think, is absolutely one of the strengths of our team. I mean, we've got a lot of guys who can move the puck, a lot of guys who can skate, guys who can do different things. And I think Willie Rathskop's at the top of that list, based upon how he played, especially this past weekend, in terms of guys that came in, you knew that they were going to be good, but they're even better than you thought.
I think my first couple years pro, I may have forced it a lot more, whereas I've kind of found a little bit more of a, maybe I've, been more well-rounded this year, I think I would say has been what I would consider my game. Being a little bit more focused on the defense and letting the offensive side of the game come to me.
As far as the offense is concerned, line mates Peter Krieger and Nick Pirog have done a nice job, about as good as anybody else in the league to this point. This is a complete team so far.
I think it just starts with, it starts with our coaching staff, Doug and Andy. They preach, we're getting better every day, and that's what we're all, what we're kind of about. It doesn't matter about, we're gonna have guys go up to the American League. We're gonna have guys maybe come in contact tracing with COVID. I think we got a really good team. I obviously don't want to look too far ahead into the future and try to predict it, but I think we have a good, a good foundation in place, a good structure that we're following, and everyone's kind of buying into that, which has led to a lot of our success.
We want to be a team that finishes. It's something that we've talked a lot about, and we want to be a team that finds ways to win games and continues to improve throughout the game. And that's one of the things we talk about a lot. Obviously, when you have roster changes and the things that you have in our league, whether it's COVID, call-ups, injuries, you need to constantly be improving and evolving. And that's not just day-to-day, week-to-week, that's throughout a game. And so the fact that our team has had success in the third period, I think is great. But I also think that it's something that we focus on and want our guys to put pride in.
We are a high compete team who can play to any team skill level and can work just as hard as any team. And if we are on our game and doing the things that Doug wants us to be doing with our systems, playing fast, going north of the puck, that will definitely be a hard team to beat. I still think there's a lot of room for us to grow, in all honesty. I think there's a lot of untapped potential that we have yet to see, and I'm excited to see what could happen for us if we do put it together.
Our Best of the Week highlights are next on ECHL Week.
This is ECHL Week.
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 From the #1 source for ECHL news, ECHL Week.
As we go through our early shows this season, we want to make sure you're up to speed on some of the things which happened during the lengthy off-season. One of the victims of the delayed start to this season was the ECHL's All-Star Classic. The good news is that fans in Jacksonville will still get their chance to see the league's best players. They'll just have to be patient. The 2022 All-Star Classic will take place in January in northeastern Florida. Because some planning has taken place, we already know what the players will be wearing for the 22 All-Star event. The home sweater features a likeness of Fang, the team mascot who is named after a Jacksonville Sheriff's Office K-9 unit member that was shot and killed in the line of duty in September of 2018. The home jersey was selected by Icemen fans. The All-Star sweater was designed by Jacksonville resident and U.S. Navy veteran Kevin Holman as part of a jersey design contest. 2 changes to the rules have been adopted for this season. The ECHL's Board of Governors has okayed the ability for teams to dress 1 extra player for the pregame warm-up. This would allow for last-minute evaluation of a player's health status prior to a game. As far as the games are concerned, at the beginning of the season, a roster of 18 skaters and 2 goalies per game was permitted. The number of skaters allowed dropped to 17 on January 29th, where it's expected to remain for the rest of the season. Another shift pertains to standings tiebreakers. The first tiebreaker is now regulation wins instead of regulation and overtime victories. This will add a slight motivation for teams to earn wins in regulation time.
Time to go to the video. It's highlights on the best of the week.
We start with the Florida Everblades among the pace setters in the East. Here's a sweet 2-on-1 with Alec Marsh converting a pass from Joe Pendenza. Greenville's Ben Finkelstein, an impressive rookie defenseman, strikes here on a last-minute power play wrist shot to pull the Swamp Rabbits into a tie and force overtime, although Greenville did have its 12-game point streak snapped earlier this week. Here, Kansas City's Rob Bortson collects a rebound and notches his 2nd goal of the game to give the Mavericks an overtime victory. Cody Sylvester wheeling 1 times a pass from Patrick Watling to help the Nailers to an impressive overtime win at Indy. It was Watling's 4th assist of the game. Mateo Gennaro of Wichita takes a feed from Jeremy McKenna and notches his 2nd goal of the afternoon in a win against Rapid City. Orlando captain Chris LeBlanc scores the nicest wraparound goal we've seen so far this season. And, not to be outdone, LeBlanc's teammate on the Solar Bears, Garrett Sparks, flashes the leather on this penalty shot attempt by Andrew Chernishin of South Carolina.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media channels. You know where they are. You know where to find them. You know where to find us. We'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on between shows. Until next time, stay safe, take care.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow, bad bee.
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Welcome back to the Publix Rink at the Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. Arlie Johnson with you for Jacksonville Icemen hockey. We're between periods 1 and 2 and still waiting for our first goal. It is 0-0 after 1 between the Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits. To the ECHL scoreboard, this is one of 5 games around the league tonight. Not a whole lot of scoring going on, at least as of yet. The only other game involving a pair of Eastern Conference teams is down south of us in Estero, the Florida Everblades hosting the Orlando Solar Bears. Same thing there that it is here, 0-0. They've actually already started their second period. They're about 3 minutes into the second period. Another team that we need to be watching now in the Eastern Conference is the Indy Fuel. They are actually one of the teams that is technically in Jacksonville's conference, at least this year with the COVID rules and standings and everything else. Indy is in Jacksonville's conference. We'll give you more of an update on the standings in the second intermission. But for now, we'll just give you the score. Indy hosting the Rapid City Rush. And it is Indy 1, Rapid City 1 after 1 period of play. Indy comes into that game with a record of 12 wins, only 3 losses, and 1 overtime loss. The other 2 games on the docket tonight have not yet started, but they're just about to. It's the Utah Grizzlies at Kansas City against the Mavericks, and the Wichita Thunder are hosting the Allen Americans tonight. Both teams back out onto the ice, prepping for period number 2 for the middle stanza. The Icemen will be skating from my right to my left, just in case you happen to be listening to this on Mixlr as opposed to watching on Flow Hockey. Talking with somebody between periods about how I'm actually encouraged with how things went for the Icemen in that first period. Even though they were outshot 10-4, that might not sound very good. And I guess on the surface, it is not necessarily. But as I alluded to at one point during that first period, when you have a first home game back in a long time, which in this case for Jacksonville is 3 weeks, I think 3 weeks and a day, January 15th was the last home game, it is very difficult to come out of the gates on fire. I don't know what it is, but any level of hockey, that is kind of standard. It's kind of against the grain to come out firing early on in your first home game back after a long stretch away from home ice. And that's what happened to Jacksonville in the first period. What I'm encouraged about is that, in that kind of situation, oftentimes you're down 1-0, 2-0, something like that. That's not the case here. Jacksonville gets an opportunity to kind of get their sea legs underneath them. And now that they've got their first period underneath them, time to move forward and start attacking in the second period. And we'll see what happens. And we'll see if how I think it could go. We'll see if that's actually how it does go. Certainly, Icemen fans out there will want to see exactly that. As the puck is down, we're underway. Middle stanza here. 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits. The Icemen take it deep into the Swamp Rabbit zone. Carlisle on his backhand for Greenville. Tries to clear. It is blocked, but they get it right back, and they'll start a 3-man rush. Backhanding in is Massey. Hamilton taking the body on a man. That was a theme at the end of the first period as well. Greenville, however, with the steal. Near side corner, Massey takes a hit from Hamilton. Another hit from the Icemen. Hamilton taking the puck away and knocking it loose for Michael Kim. Kim softly up the far side wall. Bradford got a piece of it for the Icemen, but can't clear it yet. Poke check from the Icemen comes back to Greenville. Shot goes just wide. That was a quick release from Garrett Thompson. Fortunate that it went wide to the far post. Greenville back at center ice, and it's Thompson again, trying to beat a couple of men wide, but it's poked away. Here comes Jacksonville, sharp angle, but a possible 2-on-1. Quinn, drop pass, forehand is blocked in front. Excellent setup there as Lodermeyer was bidding for the goal. If that was anything other than the first period or first minute of the period when the ice is so slick, That would have been a clean breakaway for Aquin. Instead, he had to track it down deep in the corner, and that kind of blew things up a little bit. If we had some softer ice, would have been a different story. Jacksonville back in the neutral zone, gloving the puck down to his stick, and clearing into the zone is Jared Van Wormer. Line change on the fly for all 5 skaters for the Icemen as Morellis plays it up the right wing for Greenville. Haddad is into the zone onside. He'll backhand it behind the net. McKernan lets it ride to the far post for Craig Martin. Martin's feed sets up Cam Critchlow, knocked away from him, but Martin gets it right back for Jacksonville. Martin to the left wing for Pineda. Pineda takes it over the blue line, and chasing after it behind the net is Critchlow. Another big hit from Jacksonville as Hora loses his stick on the play. Brendan Warren tries to get the steal with the help of Critchlow. They work it to the blue line. Left circle, it's Pineda. Pineda dropping down low, playing it behind the Greenville net, swinging it around to the opposite side. Clearing attempt, and Greenville got away with what was a dangerous clearing attempt. Went right up the middle with their clear out, but they were able to work it out of the zone and ultimately get it into the Jacksonville end. Hora with a drive. That is saved. Rebound goes wide of the net as the puck, as his post rather, nearly went off the moorings, but it somehow stays on its magnets as the Swamp Rabbits pressure the net. Bradley pokes it towards the blue line for Greenville, but first on it is Brendan Warren. Warren chips it off the glass and out back into the Greenville end. 17-16 to go in the second period. Still no score. Michael Kim with Bykov right on his tail, and he goes hard into the corner. Got spilled on the play. Fortunate to get back up, and he's okay. Slap shot from Greenville, deflects wide by Zimmer. Some pressure again from the Swamp Rabbits as Saraceno now takes the body for Jacksonville. Michael Kim gets the possession. It is Bradford cross ice look. Good back check that time from Gordy Meyer for Greenville to steal that puck. And the Swamp Rabbits have it inside their own line. It is Carlisle directly in front of his netminder. Headmanning it for Bradley. His pass is deflected away by Jacksonville. Bradford knocks it into the zone. Icemen elect for a line change, but in the second period, remember, it's a long change. You got to get on that ice quickly to prevent a possible odd man rush the other way. Got to be extra sure on your dump ins in the second period. Icemen with the puck in their own zone. It is McKinnon. Long outlet pass. Stolen by Greenville. Swamp Rabbits into the zone. 3-man rush, but a good steal from the Icemen. Here come the Icemen. It is McKinnon up the right wing side on the feed from Wasey Rabbit. McKinnon takes it into the zone. 2-on-3 for now. Hit from Wasey Rabbit on the play. Penalty coming as well. This is going to be on Rabbit, I believe. And it looks like it's going to be a power play for Greenville. McKinnon stepping in, trying to defend his teammate, even though Rabbit was the one who got the hit. It is going to be a penalty against Wasey Rabbit. Boarding is the call. And certainly you don't like to see Jacksonville shorthanded, but there's something about that penalty that I don't mind at all. Just continuing the theme of keep hitting, keep pounding away. Make them suffer every time they pass the puck, every time they try to move with it. Of course, that's contingent on Jacksonville killing this penalty. But as of this very second, I don't mind it one bit. Face off to the right of Kyle Kaiser. Swamp Rabbits have it. It is Zimmer feeding it into the slot. Save is made by Kaiser. Rebound back for Greenville. Morellis. Cross ice look for Finkelstein. Finkelstein from Morellis at the right face-off dot. Seam pass for Zimmer at the top of the left circle. Zimmer on his forehand. Wrister goes wide of the net, comes all the way to the blue line where it's held in by Morellis. Morellis trying to set up Haddad. Knocked free by Jacksonville, but they can't possess the puck. Haddad gets it back behind the Jacksonville net. Looking to center, feeds it for Wedman instead. Save is made, rebound not cleared. Held in by Finkelstein on a fine play at the blue line. Still 1:20 to go on the power play. Greenville with Morellis. Cross ice look. Finkelstein with a drive on a one-timer. Save is made by Kaiser. And after the puck was loose for a split second, Kaiser is able to reach out with the catching mitt and freeze it for the draw. Critical to get that face-off to get some new penalty killers out on the ice. Finkelstein has been quite a find. Ben Finkelstein for Greenville. 9 points in 12 games for him from a rookie defenseman. Pretty good stuff. Had a game-tying goal against Jacksonville last week in the final minute. Ultimately, that game was won by the Icemen in overtime, but you know that the Icemen wanted to win that one in regulation, but Finkelstein prevented that from happening. Swamp Rabbits win another faceoff. It is Bykoff at the point. 4 forwards on for Greenville. Bykoff still with possession at the half wall near side. Centering feed, and Kaiser a big-time save. Rebound comes free for the Swamp Rabbits. Jardine for Bykoff. Right faceoff dot. Back to the line for Jardine. Cross ice look. Against the seam pass. Bykoff with a drive. Save is made by Kaiser again. Rebound for Jacksonville. They still can't clear it out. Jardine holds it in. Playing it down lower, the Swamp Rabbits. Comes back to Bykoff. Right face-off circle. To the blue line for Jardine. Cross ice look. It's Connolly for Bykoff. Great puck movement here from Greenville. Jacksonville just hanging on. Now they get the steal. And a clear out from Brendan Miller. That was critical. 26 seconds to go in the power play for Greenville. They've got it behind their own net with some speed. It's Jardine. Drop pass for Bradley. Bradley over the blue line for Bykoff. They're onside. Bradley around the wall to the far side for Thompson. To the blue line, it's Bykoff. Winds and fires. It's deflected wide by Saraceno. 5 seconds to go on the power play. The Icemen still can't clear it out. Bykoff to the blue line for Jardine. Rister is blocked in front. Here come the Icemen with a steal. Lead pass ahead. Trying to send Rabbit on his way for what would have been a breakaway, but Jardine picked it off. Jacksonville has it inside their own line now, but they have killed off another one. Greenville looked pretty effective on that power play. Some good puck movement. But ultimately, the Icemen stay 0-0 as Aquan beats a man. Drop pass. Looking to the right side for Lodermeyer, and his shot goes wide. He may not have gotten a good piece of wood on that one as the Swamp Rabbits get it back behind their own net. Lead pass for Bachman. Dropping it for Hora. Hora indirect feed for Brown, who taps it into the Jacksonville end. Hora behind the Jacksonville net. Michael Kim breaks it up but cannot clear it out yet. Centering feed knocked away and into the corner. McKernan and Brown tangle into the far side glass. Brown pries it loose, gets it to the line. Rister goes wide to the glove side of Kaiser. Hora with a shot. That is deflected wide. More pressure from Greenville. Kim takes it away, backhanding it up the wall. Swamp Rabbits hold it in again. Around the boards we go. Finally, it's Jacksonville just forced to take a hit and clear it out. Jared Van Wormer took that hit in order to get it deep into the Greenville zone. Swamp Rabbits out shooting Jacksonville now 12-4 as the Icemen get a steal at their own line. It is Critchlow. Wing-to-wing pass deflected away. Bounce off the high glass. It's still in the Greenville zone. Jacksonville can't collect it, however. The Icemen have had a hard time tonight getting offensive possession time. They are in the zone right now. Tapping it into the corner, right side of Ryan Bednard. Craig Martin 1-on-2. Massey takes it away from him rather easily in that 2-on-1 battle. And the Swamp Rabbits redirect back inside the Jacksonville line. It is Brendan Miller. Nice turn. Good edge work on his skates from Miller. Taking it away from Morellis. And the lead pass ahead sets up Craig Martin to snap it into the zone. Another line change for Jacksonville with exactly 12 minutes to go in the second period. A steal from Jacksonville in the offensive end. Behind the net, it's Saraceno. Puck jumps over his stick. Comes to the near side wall. Jacksonville in on the forecheck with Bradford, forcing Greenville to clear it away. This will be called icing against the Swamp Rabbits. And let's see if an offensive zone draw can work well here for Jacksonville. They have not had much time in the offensive end tonight. But sometimes it's the little things. As Jacksonville sends out Eric Bradford at center with Wasey Rabbit against the wall on the left side. Nick Saraceno in the slot on his right. We're going to have to re-drop the puck. Eric Bradford playing his 4th game for the Icemen. 1 goal on the road, of course. This is his home debut. A couple of men go down. Wasey Rabbit lost his helmet on the play. A couple men, including the linesman, went down too. That was Killian McNamara who got spilled. 1 for all 3 sides. 1 Jacksonville, 1 Greenville, and 1 official. As the Icemen have it inside their own zone, they'll start a 3-man rush. 3 back as well for Greenville. Puck bouncing up into the air. Nobody can really get the handle to it. Finally, it's the Swamp Rabbits. Right wing side. It is Connolly. Drop pass is picked off by Aquin. Knocks it loose for Panetta. Flipping it into the air, deep into the Greenville zone, but Jardine beats Aquin to the puck. Stretch pass for the Swamp Rabbits, and they've got speed into the zone. It is Bykov. Bykov, who had the game-winning goal in that 2-0 game last week against Jacksonville. A mid-third period goal, which kind of seems pretty similar to this one right now, I would say. That one was 0-0 midway through the third period before the Swamp Rabbits ultimately won it 2-0. Steal from Jacksonville at the blue line. It is Critchlow. Delayed offside on the call. Swamp Rabbits have the puck anyway. 10.5 minutes to go in the second period. Wasey Rabbits' bucket is still on the ice in the offensive zone, just a couple feet away from a face-off circle. Greenville takes it into the offensive end. Finkelstein with a centering feed, making the save as Kaiser as it went off a skate right to him. He had to be alert making that save, and we will take a break with 10:17 to go. Just about the halfway point to this contest. It is still Jacksonville nothing, Greenville nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Shots on goal now listed heavily in favor of Greenville. 16-4 for the night. 6-0 in this period alone. But the Icemen still even Steven. 0-0. And at some point, I guess I've kind of alluded to it, but I would stress it even more right now. I'll tell you what, Kyle Kaiser for Jacksonville between the pipes, really keeping the Icemen in it right now. I wouldn't say there's been any 10-bell kind of saves, but certainly a couple of maybe 4-star saves out of 5 stars, including one right there where he had to be very, very alert on a redirected shot that ended up on net. Jacksonville wins the faceoff in their own zone. They'll carry it in. Centering feed from Saraceno is knocked away. Nazarian gets it back. Nazarian for Saraceno, can't find the handle. And it's the Swamp Rabbits carrying through the neutral zone. Thompson softly in behind Kaiser's net. Hamilton takes the body. What else is new from him? Jacksonville around the wall all the way out to the Greenville line. Kyle Kaiser been playing very well, not just tonight, but really over the last handful of games. His numbers reflect it. Goals against average now down to 2.78 on the season. Save percentage at 91.2%. Obviously, those numbers are improved over the last 30 minutes of play tonight as well. Iceman up the right wing side, and I got to credit Alex Reed for that, by the way, helping out for the last several games as Jacksonville takes it into the zone. Quan with a wrister. Dangerous there as Bednard makes the save and a screen. And the draw will come to his right side. 50-foot wrister on the surface doesn't seem like much, but when you've got a couple of guys crashing the net and some moving screens, Bednard had to do his part, not only to make that save, but to make sure there was no rebound. We'll keep it right here with 9:10 to go. Since I know that Alex Reed is listening, I want to give a shout out to my partner there, Reeder, down inside the bubble, who would love to be up with us right now, but unfortunately is inside the bubble. Some people will call that fortunate, but alas, here we are with me up here calling the game and Reeder down there not calling the game. Reeder, we miss you, buddy. Hope to get you back sometime soon. 0-0 between Jacksonville and Greenville. Kaiser now clearly the #1 guy for the Icemen after Eamon McAdam ended up in the American Hockey League. Made the club for Lehigh Valley. So congratulations to him. The Icemen have also lost a couple of guys to Providence. Matt Philippe up in Providence in the American Hockey League. Andrew Pesky is up there. Jack Ashan still up in Providence as well. We'll see if we see any of those guys or some other Providence Bruins prospects in the months ahead as the Icemen try to get some possession in the offensive zone. They've had precious little of that tonight, but they do get a centering feed away. That's intercepted by Massey for the Greenville. Massey takes a hit from Aquan, who's got a physical part to his game tonight as well. Greenville back into the Jacksonville zone. Drop pass is picked off by the Icemen and played out to center ice. Swamp Rabbits trying to gain the zone again. This is going to be way offside on the play. Bykoff was waiting for Hawhurst to clear the zone, but he was nowhere close. So the draw will be outside the Jacksonville blue line. At least I believe it will. I don't expect them to call that an intentional offside. I suppose they could, but I would not anticipate that, and they don't. We'll drop it just outside the Jacksonville line. Cam Critchlow against Jacob Hayhurst. Who will draw first blood tonight, and how long will it take for that to happen? Jacksonville with the puck, getting to the offensive line. Centering feed, looking for Critchlow. Knocked away from him. It redirects back to the Swamp Rabbit netminder, where Bednard will put a glove on it and take a draw. Jacksonville playing a very tight checking game. And I'll give credit to the coach, Jason Christie, for that. Not just tonight, just in general. Remember the first maybe 3-4 games of the season, maybe even half dozen games if I was just taking a stab at it. The Icemen had a tough time defensively in the early going, but they have really buttoned things up since then. They've been playing great defensive hockey with some great goaltending to go with it. Big hit from Ian McKinnon as Jacksonville comes in. Jacob Panetta pinches from the blue line to hold it in the zone briefly, but Greenville still has the puck. Finkelstein to the left side for Morellis, trying to skate away from Bradford, and he does. Morellis over the blue line, looking to go wide on McKernan. He'll stop at the half wall, far side to the blue line for Finkelstein. Shot deflects just wide of the net, and Kaiser got hit on the play. It's going to be a penalty. Kaiser got hit from Joey Haddad. It's going to be interference on Greenville, and let's hope that Kaiser's okay. I think he is. Kaiser, I think, would have had that save anyway. That was redirected just wide of the net, but Kaiser flashed out that left leg. I think he would have gotten that leg against the post nonetheless. And I'll tell you what, I'll take the penalty, and there's no question that Haddad did interfere with Kaiser. That's not the discussion here, but I will say that Kaiser, since he got away with it, to his credit, maybe made that look a little worse than it was, let's just say. But no embellishment call made. Haddad just going into the box for interference, and he, as I said, no doubt did get a piece of Kaiser. So Jacksonville on the power play, their second of the night, looking for the first goal of this game. Centering feed, Van Wormer couldn't quite get a stick on it. He was being harassed from behind by Massey, and the Swamp Rabbits clear the zone. Perhaps this is one of those games where specialty teams could mean the difference between a win and a loss tonight. Jacksonville at their own blue line. It is Nazarian. It's a double drop pass for the Icemen. Bradford with speed. Gains the line. He is onside. He'll rim it around behind the Swamp Rabbit net. Greenville, however, first on the puck in an instant clear out. 1:22 to go on the power play. It is Hamilton around the back of his net. Trying to get the puck to calm down. It just will not flatten. Finally, he moves it and drops it for Nazarian. Another drop pass for Bradford, just like the last rush. Bradford to the right side, gaining the line this time are the Icemen. Centering pass, nobody home. Bednard is forced to cover it for a face-off. With 1:03 to go on the power play, and here come Wasey Rabbit, Pascal Aquin, and Brendan Warren up front. At the blue line, it's Brendan Miller with Kevin McKernan. I think this is a pretty important face-off for the Icemen to try and win this draw and set up shop in the offensive zone on a power play, just to get some offensive possession time. Even if they don't score on this power play, just to build some momentum would be wonderful. That said, I'll take the goal. It is Miller winning the draw as Jacksonville. Wrist shot from Miller deflects wide from a sharp angle. Wasey Rabbit first on the puck. Tries to knock it loose for Brendan Warren. Hora lost his stick. We'll see if Jacksonville can get the puck free. Hora has it pinned up with his skates. Now Jacksonville does dig it loose. It is McKernan up the far side for Rabbit. Back for Warren. Stolen and cleared by Greenville. 35 seconds to go on the power play. It is Kaiser playing it all the way to his blue line, and here come the Icemen right back. Brendan Warren over the red line, then over the blue, onside for McKernan. McKernan with a drop pass. It deflects to the blue line for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit for Warren, to the line for Miller. Right circle. It is Kevin McKernan. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Miller with a wrister. It's high and wide to the short side. Comes off the wall for Rabbit. Jardine tries to clear out. Gets it behind the net for Hora. Hora on his forehand tries to clear out. At the blue line, it's held in. Miller somehow holds it in. Seam pass is knocked away by Greenville. Looking for the lead pass to the Swamp Rabbits. It's a breakaway for Haddad, but offside is going to be called. What a play from Kevin McKernan. He dove onto his stomach, reached out with his stick, and got a piece of that breakaway pass. That set the timing off. That created the offside. If he doesn't do that, it is a clean breakaway for Joey Haddad out of the penalty box. Remember that play from Kevin McKernan. That might be worth one of the 3 stars unto itself. 5:46 to go in the second period. It is still 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Hi everyone, this is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
Arlie Johnson with you in downtown Jacksonville. Still awaiting our first goal of the game. 0-0, 5:40 to go in the second period. Icemen have the puck in their own zone. Looking to clear out. Kaiser forced to make a sharp angle save. Routine stop, but the Swamp Rabbits still have it. That was a little tougher. Greenville back with the puck again. It is Connolly with a wrister. That is blocked up high by McKinnon, and it starts a 4-man attack for Jacksonville. Critchlow over the blue line to the right for Martin. Martin stops at the top of the circle. Wrister in the screen. That's deflected, and it goes over the glass and out of play. Line change for both teams. Jacksonville getting outshot 17-5. Jacksonville has 5 shots on goal with 5 minutes to go in the second period. They're still very much in it. 0-0. It is Bradford on the draw for the Icemen. Swamp Rabbits control. Chris Carlisle up the right wing for Patrick Bykoff. Redirected in by Zimmer. Brendan Miller is going to be first on the puck for the Icemen. Around the back wall for Binkley. Binkley, left side for Saraceno, redirects it towards the blue line for Bradford. Bradford back for Saraceno. The puck is behind him. It's going to be icing against Jacksonville. Crowd getting involved. Sellout crowd tonight, by the way. I just heard the howl, so I know that Fang is nearby, and he is. Fang wearing the Community First jerseys that the Icemen wore on opening night, which I think are sharp as can be. Love those sweaters. Love these gray ones too, of course. Draws to Kyle Kaiser's left. Jacksonville wins this one cleanly. It is Brendan Miller. Ahead for Bradford. Bradford just chips it out. Will it reach the goal line for icing? They say no, we'll play on. Sam Jardine throws it cross ice for Finkelstein. Up the right wing, it's Bykoff with a step and a wrister, and a glove save is made by Kaiser. Kaiser making the stop. Low to the short side, and Kaiser making that save with the glove. He has got to be feeling as confident as can be right now. Mentioned Kevin McKernan in that diving stop that he made to create an offside, that might be worth a 3-star. Well, I'm pretty sure we know, at least as of right now, who the number 1 star is through 35 minutes as the Icemen get a steal and then odd man rush. It's Aquan over the blue line. Looks to center. has to force back to the blue line for Panetta. Panetta, a wrister and a screen. That's deflected on net. And the save is made by Bednard. And back in transition is Greenville. 3-man rush for them. Bykov ridden off the play by Aquin. 2-on-2 now for the Icemen. It's a 4-on-2. There's men back. Over the blue line is Lodermeyer for Rabbit. And the Icemen cannot get that odd man rush to develop. They had 2 men coming in as trailers, but Jacksonville just could not get the puck with some space to make a pass. As the Swamp Rabbits take it into the Jacksonville zone, and McKernan is down on the play. He is hurt as the Icemen clear it around to the near side. Are we going to have a whistle here at some point? McKernan very slow to get up. He went face first into the glass. He's back up on his feet, but he just wants to get out of there. He just clears it away to center ice. He's got to get to the bench as the Icemen fortunate to clear the puck into the Greenville zone. McKernan does make his way there. Hopefully he is okay. We will monitor him the rest of the way. Still 0-0, 3:20 to go in the second period. Jacksonville moving into the zone. Centering feed all alone. Shot on net. Save is made by Bednard as Brendan Warren had the turnaround shot. I don't think he realized that he had that kind of space. His back was turned to the goal when he got that puck. He was at the bottom of the right circle. Tried to turn and fire, but he had a Greenville man on him by the time he realized that he had a good crack at goal. But a couple more shots on net at any rate from Jacksonville. Couple in the last minute or two. Shots have been tough to come by for Jacksonville, but it's not quantity, it's quality. And we'll see if Jacksonville can get just one between the pipes. Icemen win this offensive zone draw. It is Hamilton for Saraceno, trying to spin away from Massey behind the Swamp Rabbit net. Looking to center, unable to do so. Poked away by Greenville, and they'll skate with it through center ice. Taking the body, big hit from Michael Kim, who goes head over heels over Joey Haddad. Really going after him as the Icemen get the steal at center ice. It is Bradford poking it into the Swamp Rabbit end. Carlisle circles the back of his cage, gives himself a little more time, and Greenville plays it up the right wing. Joey Haddad, Greenville's captain, knocking it behind the Jacksonville net. Hamilton spins away from a man. Can't get the puck away, however. It is Morellis with a steal. Morellis spins away from a man, centering pass, knocked free. Comes loose for Kim towards the blue line, but not out yet. Meyer stealing it for Greenville. Wrister deflected high off the netting and out of play. Stoppage in play with 2:22 to go. Coming up in the second intermission, we'll have the ECHL Plays of the Week, and following that, we'll go through the Eastern Conference standings and how the playoff format is, which is, if you heard in the ECHL Week in the first intermission, that is now set in stone for how the playoffs will work. We'll address that in the second intermission. Face-off is in Jacksonville's zone, right side of Kyle Kaiser. Lodermeyer on the draw for Jacksonville. Nobody can get the handle to it at first. Finally, it comes free for the Icemen. Wasey Rabbit looks to clear, held in on a steal. It is Bradley, forehand shot. Save is made by Kaiser up high. It comes back to him after the puck was loose briefly, and now we've got sticks up high and a little bit of chirping going on at the top of the crease. Kaiser with the right arm save that time, as Bradley tried to go top shelf short side. But Kaiser sharp again. Got that one with the right arm. The worry there as the puck went high into the air above his shoulder, as Kaiser was worried that that puck was going to go over his head, land on his back, and roll into the net. Obviously didn't turn out that way. It worked out very well in a face-off into the Jacksonville zone. Won cleanly by the Icemen. It is Binkley up the wall. Out to center ice, delayed offside as the Swamp Rabbits clear the zone. Jacksonville back with it behind their own net. Exactly 2 minutes to go in the second period. Still 0-0. Miller with a stretch pass. Nobody home. Greenville takes possession. It is Max Zimmer right in front of his netminder. Stops at the right circle in his own zone, leaves it for Bykov. Bykov, very shifty player, but he can't gain the zone. It's poked away. Penalty coming as well. This is on Jacksonville. It's a delayed call. Binkley's going to go to the box, I believe, for high sticking. Delayed call as Greenville still has possession. It is Finkelstein dropping it back for Jardine. Jardine forced a little deeper into his own end. Martin is in there against Jardine. Jardine turns. I don't think he wanted to throw it back towards his net because it's an empty net. Jacksonville can't touch the puck and put it into the net, but Greenville can if they do the Icemen a bit of a favor. Down to 1:07 to go in the period. Greenville's had the puck in their own zone for about 20 seconds or so here as Jacksonville finally gets the touch. The fans thought that it was going to be a goal if they had scored, but it was nothing but a penalty coming up on the Icemen. Exactly a minute to go in the second period. So a power play for the Swamp Rabbits. It's their third of the night. Assuming that Greenville doesn't score, half of it will be in this period, and of course it will carry over into the third period. And another vital penalty kill for the Icemen. Cam Critchlow out there to take the draw, paired with Wasey Rabbit. Greenville wins the faceoff. It is Morellis, top of the right circle. Drop pass for Finkelstein. Finkelstein with a wrister and a screen that is blocked in front. Comes to the near side, held in by Finkelstein. Left side, Finkelstein gets it back, winds and holds, feeds it to Morellis instead. Finkelstein now to the right circle, switches places with Morellis. Finkelstein with a sharp angle shot, goes off the side of the net. Hamilton drives it around the wall. Greenville holds it in, nice play there. Poke check by Jacksonville, they still can't clear it. 30 seconds to go in the period. Morellis down low, feeding it high for Finkelstein. To the left side for Zimmer. Zimmer at the dot, wrister is blocked in front by Hamilton. Finkelstein gets it back, 17 seconds to go in the period. Zimmer at the left circle, seam pass from Morellis, he couldn't handle it. Would have pulled the trigger otherwise. Down to 10 seconds to go in the period. Finkelstein, center point for Morellis. Off the side of the net on his shot. Trying to clear out his Michael Kim around the wall. 1 second left. Greenville puts it wide as time expires. And Jacksonville survives yet again, but they will stay shorthanded for another minute going into the third period. We are tied still 0-0 after 2 periods of play. Nothing new, especially for Greenville. I'll tell you what, Greenville has now played 18 games. This is game number 19 for Greenville. Incredibly, they have been tied after 2 periods in 13 of their 19 games for Greenville. Incredible that they just seem to be tied time and time and time again. I don't know how they do it, but this is the kind of game that they have right now. As for Jacksonville, they've only been tied after 2 periods once. Twice now, but once going into this game. So 2 totally different kinds of play in terms of Greenville playing tight games throughout, and Jacksonville, they're kind of either ahead or behind. But tonight, this is a Greenville kind of game, 0-0. This is twice in a row now that these 2 teams have been scoreless through 2 periods. Greenville got the better of Jacksonville last time, a 2-0 victory. Let's see if Jacksonville turns the tide tonight. We will go to break and return momentarily. When we come back, we are going to have your ECHL Plays of the Week. Stick around. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slot, slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now toward the net, he scores! Out to the blue line, shot, score! Rodney scores! It's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick. Skates in over the line, Deeks shoots, scores!
In the slot, shot, save, game is over!
Hello, ECHL fans. I'm this week's host, Mike Folta, broadcast assistant for the Florida Everblades, and I've got your ECHL Plays of the Week. After a light week due to several postponements, teams around the ECHL got back to work last weekend with 5 games on Friday, 6 games on Saturday, and 5 games on Sunday. We start in West Virginia, where the Wheeling Nailers went 2 full weeks without playing in a game. After a 1-goal loss on Saturday to the Indy Fuel, they responded on Sunday. Wheeling erased a 3-1 deficit in the third period. Then this goal from Cody Sylvester gave the Fuel their first loss in 8 trips past regulation.
If the Nailers can hurry, they can 3-on-2 this thing. Miller down the left side, gets in, drop pass, Watling has him in, one-timer, Sylvester, he scores! The Fuel are perfect in overtime, no more! It's Cody Sylvester, the winning goal, and Wheeling wins it 4-3 in Indy.
That was DJ Abasala on the Nailers Broadcast Network. The Orlando Solar Bears led the South Carolina Stingrays 1-0 early in the second period on Sunday before Andrew Chernichin was hauled down on a breakaway and awarded a penalty shot. The responsibility then fell on goaltender Garrett Sparks to come up with a big save to preserve the lead for Orlando.
And now Chernichin will take over at center ice. The righty creeps in through the left circle, waits, shoots, glove save by Sparks! What a snatch by the goaltender! Chernichin seemed to have that one targeted. Sparks had other ideas, though.
That was Jesse Liebman on the Orlando Solar Bears Broadcast Network. Orlando eventually went on to defeat South Carolina 4-1 on Sunday. To upstate South Carolina we go, where the Greenville Swamp Rabbits carried a 10-game point streak into Saturday night against Jacksonville. Down a goal in the final minute, Rabbits rookie defenseman Ben Finkelstein converted on the power play to keep the streak alive.
Jardine with it, center point, Finkelstein, 50 on the net, shot, score! Yes, sir! Ben Finkelstein ties the game! There you go, boys. A shot from the right point. It's Benny Fink
Matt Trust and Matt Caldwell had the call on the Swamp Rabbits broadcast network. Florida forward Michael Hunnebrinker has been bringing the offense all season. Currently tied for the ECHL lead in goals and points, Hunnebrinker notched his 9th tally of the season on Saturday, helping the Everblades to a 4-1 victory over South Carolina. That's Mike Kelly on the call on the Everblades broadcast network. The Indy Fuel finished January with a league-best 12-2-1 record and took 3 out of 4 points in a weekend series with Wheeling. On Sunday, Spencer Watson kicked off a 3-point game, starting a play that former nailer Cedric Lacroix finished.
And here's Spencer Watson, a winning transition the other way. Leaves it on the far side. Thomas to Lacroix. Tic-tac goal. And the Fuel lead at 1-0. A beautiful feed from Thomas on the rush to Lacroix, filling the back door. And all City had to do is tip it in. And the Fuel lead at 1-0.
That's Andrew Smith on the Indy Fuel broadcast network. Watson extended his scoring streak to a league-best 6 games over the weekend. That wraps it up for this week. It's another solid slate around North America's premier AA hockey league this weekend, with 6 matchups on Friday and 5 more on Saturday. And don't worry, there's plenty of midweek action as well. Thanks again for tuning in to the ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm Mike Folta from beautiful Southwest Florida. Have a great week, hockey fans.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
We are back. Arlie Johnson with you in downtown Jacksonville. It is 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Greenville Swamp Rabbits. And the result of this one still hangs in the balance as we move to the ECHL standings. And we'll go to the Eastern Conference right now. And again, things are different now in the ECHL. 14 teams in action. Although technically it's only 13 for now. Fort Wayne has not begun their season just yet, although they are about to. But they have not been on the ice just yet. So to the Eastern Conference we go. where Jacksonville now sits with the normal South Division, Florida, South Carolina, Orlando, and Greenville, but 2 additions now to the conference in the Indy Fuel and the Wheeling Nailers. That's unfortunate for Jacksonville and a couple of other teams for that matter, because Indy is 12-3-1, and all of a sudden, here they are in your conference. Adding to it is this week's announcement from the league office of how the playoff format is going to go. The top 4 teams from each conference will make the playoffs. Well, that's tough because Indy now is in your conference at 12-3. They lead the division with a .781 win percentage. Remember, they go by win percentage this year in case there are some games that are canceled. Then you've got Florida and South Carolina that are both off to hot starts, as per usual with those 2. That leaves you with 4th through 6th place, Orlando, Greenville, and Jacksonville, currently in that order. And it seems, at least as of right now, that it could be those 3 teams battling for 1 spot in the playoffs, unless you get some sort of collapse from one of the top 3, from Indy at 12-3, or Florida at 12-5, or maybe South Carolina at 9-4. If you get a collapse from one of those 2 teams, maybe things open up. But other than that, that's going to be where it's at. Orlando right now has the 4th place spot. 9 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss. We have to go again by winning percentage this year, which is so bizarre. 59.4% on their winning percentage. Greenville right behind Orlando. 7 wins, 4 losses, 5 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. They have a winning percentage of .583. If you want to go by points, Greenville technically has 2 more points than Orlando as of right now, but Orlando has the better win percentage. Then it's Jacksonville behind them. It might seem like a big number that they're behind, but honestly it's not. It's just a couple of games when you look at it. Jacksonville coming into this contest, 6 wins, 8 losses, 1 overtime loss, 1 shootout loss for the Icemen. Their winning percentage is 43.8%. But in the grand scheme of things, it's about maybe a 2 to 3 game difference. A couple of wins here, a couple of losses there for your opponents, and it's right back to where you were. If you want to think about it in baseball terms, I'd probably say that the Icemen are maybe about, 2 to 3 games back of that 4th place spot, give or take. It's hard to give an exact number on that because of the winning percentages and ties and overtimes and all that kind of thing, but they're right there. This is the point I'm making, is Jacksonville is definitely right there. But I feel like Jacksonville has to be the best team between themselves, Greenville, and Orlando. That's how they've got to look at it. That's why a game like this against the Swamp Rabbits is so important, not just to win it, but to try to find a way to win it in regulation, to not allow Greenville to get a point, which they seem to constantly be doing, getting 1 point here, 1 point there, a win here, and another point there. Going back to Greenville again, we alluded to it just as the second period ended. This is game number 19 for the Swamp Rabbits. They've been tied after 2 periods, including tonight, 13 times now, which is ridiculous. And if you want to take it a step further, Greenville, again, they've played 18 games previously before tonight. 11 of their 18 games have gone to overtime. That is insanity to me. I think on an NHL level, I believe games go to overtime somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 25% of the time, I want to say. There's a number to it. I want to say it's in maybe the mid to high 20 percentiles. For Greenville, what is that, like 65% or so? If I'm doing some quick math, 65% of the time they're going to overtime? That's crazy to me. And it may very well happen again tonight. Jacksonville has gone to overtime with Greenville just once so far, strangely. 3 of Greenville's 6 non-overtime games have been against the Icemen. 2 wins and 1 loss. And that's what we have. That sets the scene for this third period now, as the Icemen are back out onto the ice, led by their netminder and clearly their best player so far tonight, Kyle Kaiser. He's been brilliant, saving all 20 shots that have come his way. Shots on goal in that second period, Greenville had 10, just as they did in the first period. 2-period total of 20. For Jacksonville, only 3 shots in that second period, a 2-period total of 7. Maybe I see a rope-a-dope coming, I don't know. This could be one of those situations where, Greenville, we'll let you have those first 40 minutes. Give us your best shot. Kyle Kaiser's just going to make save after save after save. And then in the third period, we got you. that might be where it's at. I just like predicting things out in the middle of nowhere. It could go exactly that way, though. We'll see. It does have to start with an Iceman penalty kill to start this third period for exactly 1 minute, as the hype music is out now on the Jumbotron here in downtown Jacksonville. Let's see if that gets the crowd going as well as the team. Lights are down, crowd is up on their feet. In a huge Eastern Conference matchup for the Icemen. A win tonight for Jacksonville, and if you want to go by points, they'll move to within 5 points of Greenville. Depending on the score of the Orlando game tonight, they're playing Florida this evening. Depending on that, they could move within 3 points of Orlando. And right now it looks like that's what's going to happen, because Florida is now up 3-0 on the Solar Bears early in the third period. So definitely an opportunity tonight for the Icemen to gain a pair of points on the two teams that really matter most to them right now in the standings, being Greenville and Orlando. But there's business left to be tended to. Jacksonville shorthanded to start this third period. They need another big kill. We'll start with Cam Critchlow and Craig Martin as their penalty killers. The defensemen Trevor Hamilton and Michael Kim. Jacksonville skating from my left to my right in this third period. Looking to gain a little momentum with a penalty kill and see if that carries over into this third period. For the Swamp Rabbits, it is Matt Bradley at center, has Brendan Connolly and Garrett Thompson with him at forward. Sam Jardine and Patrick Bykoff as a fourth forward are also on the ice. Greenville wins the draw. We are underway in the third period. Swamp Rabbits on a power play. Greenville has the puck deep in their own zone. Craig Martin, good penalty killing here, forcing Jardine to spend an extra few seconds in his own zone before Greenville finally plays it into the neutral zone. But just as I say that, it's poked away from Jacksonville and knocked back out to the Greenville line. Martin in on Jardine, forcing him a little deeper. 28 seconds to go on this power play. Jardine dropping it back for Bradley. Bradley for Connolly. Thompson takes it over the line. Rister in front, and a save by Kaiser with a left leg. Big time stop on Bradley. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Jardine, cross ice for Connolly at the left side. Back for Jardine. Down to 8 seconds to go on the power play. Center point, Jardine, Rister in a screen. Saved by Kaiser. Rebound for Connolly. Teams are back at full strength as Jardine has the puck. Rister in a screen, never reached the net. Bykoff for Greenville. As we are at 5-on-5 and the Icemen get a steal. Chipping it off the glass and safely to center ice is Craig Martin, and the Icemen are able to get a very quick change. It needed to be, as Jardine slams it around the wall. Back into the Jacksonville zone, bouncing puck. It is Lodermeyer giving it up. Swept away by McKernan. Great to see him back on the ice after he went headlong into the glass earlier in the second period. Jacksonville now in the offensive zone. It's Aquin. Couldn't get the shot on net. It ended up off the side of the net. Now Aquin with a backhander. Save is made by Bednard. Possibly his best save of the night, as Jacksonville gets a little bit of a lift from that penalty kill. And then a great chance on the offensive zone the other direction. Aquin tried to go from the goal line extended out in front on the backhand, but Bednard stood tall and held the short side post to make that save. Swamp Rabbits now 0 for 3 on the power play. Jacksonville wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. It is Saraceno looking to center. Nobody in front. Knocked loose by Greenville. Haddad stick handles up the right side. Feeds it from Morellis, who handled that pass very well, and backhands it behind the net. Jacksonville right around the wall. Saraceno looks to clear it out. With the help of Bradford, they still can't get it out. I thought for sure they did, but it's held in. Haddad at the left circle. Dropping it down low for Morellis. McKernan takes the body on him. Morellis on his forehand. Looks to skate away from Nick Saraceno. Zimmer rims it around. It goes to the far side. Golfing at it is Nazarian. Still unable to clear out. Nazarian now kicks it ahead. Tries to move it over the blue line. He's tripped up on the play. It goes over the blue line and out. Nazarian looking for a penalty call, but none coming. Greenville gets a line change. Jacksonville had already done the same just seconds prior. 17:25 to go in the third period. We remain scoreless here in Jacksonville. Jacob Panetta for the Icemen. To the left wing. It is Aquin. Had it knocked away from him. Rabbit is there to knock it back from McKernan. D to D for Binkley. Binkley moving it forward for Aquin. Then for Lodermeyer behind the Greenville net. Around the wall we go. Rabbit looks to spin away. Forehand and a glove save made by Greenville's Ryan Bednard. Ryan Bednard, lost my voice there for a second. That was a screamer from Aquin. But Bednard flashing out the glove to keep this 0-0. Good cycling work along the wall, however, from the Icemen there. Looking to build off good, positive shifts, and that was one of them. Draws to Bednard's right. Jacksonville wins this draw. It is Miller into the centering high slot, knocked away by Greenville. Bachman stick handles for the Swamp Rabbits. Gains the line onside. Takes it off the boards himself. Crazy around the glass. Wrister in a screen. That is blocked. Never reached the net. Thompson stick handles away from Brendan Miller behind the Jacksonville net. Spins away from him. Miller takes the body. Comes loose for Jacksonville. Trying to work it around the wall. Sticks are up high from a couple of players, but we'll play on. Man down for Jacksonville. Off the puck as the Icemen get a steal. It is Van Wormer. Unable to set up Brendan Warren. And it is Wedman now taking it into the offensive zone. Big hit from Warren for Jacksonville, but unable to clear. Foot race for the puck. Binkley cannot get there. Goes behind the Jacksonville net. Kaiser will play it himself around the wall, but the Swamp Rabbits hold it in. Trevor Hamilton for the Icemen. Chipping it off glass, safely out of the zone. Don't want to do anything fancy. Make the simple play, especially in a scoreless third period. Connolly for Greenville. Shot from the Swamp Rabbits goes wide of the net. Comes loose for the Icemen off the glass. Towards the blue line. At the blue line. Will it go over the line? Saraceno knocks it free. The Icemen finally work it ahead. Nazarian for Bradford. Right circle. Forehand save is made. Rebound just flutters wide off the stick of Nazarian. He was being held up from behind from Greenville. Man goes down for the Swamp Rabbits as they clear it out. Nazarian was salivating for that rebound, but he just had his stick held up from behind as Hamilton takes it over the blue line, but that will be offside. I believe Saraceno was looking for the pass on that one from Hamilton, but he never had it. Saraceno wearing the A as well now for Jacksonville. Nice to see that. Jacksonville's leading scorer on the season, Nick Saraceno, averaging over a point a game. 16 points in 15 games this year for Jacksonville. What a find he was. 15-12 to go in the third period. Still 0-0. Jacksonville in the offensive zone. Lodermeyer into the corner for Rabbit. Held up there by Greenville, but not cleared out yet. Goes back into the near side corner. Lodermeyer swings it around, looking for Aquin. He and Hora fight for it. Comes loose to the right wing circle. McKernan will hold it in. Spinning away from one man. Man goes down for Jacksonville. Comes back for Greenville. Out on the ice is Binkley, just onto the ice as he knocks it away and clears it back into the Swamp Rabbit end. Gordy Meyer, a chip into the zone. Binkley first on it. Knocked free from him by Greenville. Icemen get it right back. Puck bounces up into the air just over the blue line and play safely to center ice. Greenville out shooting Jacksonville 22-11, but the Icemen have gotten a few more quality chances in this period. Here's the Swamp Rabbits now. Centering pass goes right through the slot. Knocked free from Jacksonville. It went to the opposite side. Man falls down. 2-on-1 Icemen. Left wing side. It's Critchlow. Forehand is blocked. Massey got the block, but the Icemen keep it in the zone. Behind the net, it is Warren feeding it for Miller, who pinches in deep. Binkley thinks about it from the blue line, thought about pinching in, but he didn't want to risk it. And the Swamp Rabbits get it back. That was a great toe drag from Cam Critchlow. He needed to hold on to that puck for just another split second. Didn't have the time to do it, unfortunately, and the Swamp Rabbits blocked his shot ultimately. Greenville into the zone, two-man rush. Jacksonville has men back, and it's loose in the neutral zone. Bradford knocks it away from one man. Couldn't keep possession. Greenville knocks it back into the Jacksonville zone. It is Michael Kim wristing it off the wall. Poking it to the neutral zone. Puck is up in the air right at the red line. Who's going to end up with it? Swamp Rabbits do, but they are forced deep into their own end to gain control. 13-17 to go in the third period. Still nothing. D to D for the Icemen. They've got control. It's McKernan off the boards for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer chips in cross corner. Finkelstein beats Aquan to the puck, tapping it into the near side for Morellis. Finkelstein around the wall, gets the return pass behind his own net. Long stretch pass for Haddad at center ice. Knocked free from him by Jacob Panetta. Panetta for Aquin, drifting into his own zone, and now he'll start the rush up the right side. Trying to find McKernan with the pass. It eludes him, jumped over his stick, and icing will be called against Jacksonville. 12:44 to go in this scoreless game. Third period. The Icemen with only 11 shots on net all game. 4 of them, however, in the opening 7 minutes of this third period. So as good as they've looked offensively so far. Draws to the right of Icemen netminder Kyle Kaiser. Jacksonville wins it cleanly. It's McKernan gaining center ice before knocking it in. They going to call this icing? They are. Thought that they would give the Icemen the neighborhood play as they typically do on those clear-ins, but not this time. Tarrington Wyanzik signaling for the Icemen players to come back out onto the ice from the icing call. Critchlow on the draw for Jacksonville. Matt Wedman opposing for the Swamp Rabbits. Puck is down. It is won by Critchlow to the left side, not out yet. Held in at the blue line. Finkelstein, top of the left circle, defending his Rabbit. Into the high slot. Rister on net, and a glove save is made. Kyle Kaiser again. May have gone wide, but he certainly wasn't taking any chances. 12:21 to go in the third period. Still, Jacksonville nothing. Greenville nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
We are back in a nail-biter here in downtown Jacksonville. The Icemen would love to win this one in regulation, but for right now, they just love to score a goal. And for the Swamp Rabbits, same as it ever was for them. Tied after 1, normal. Tied after 2, probable. Tied after 3, also, I guess, more likely than not for Greenville. All season long, not just tonight. So this is a game that they have played 2 out of every 3 times they've been on the ice this year. Draws to the right of Kaiser, Jacksonville's netminder. Jacksonville's being held up on the play. Craig Martin was getting a stick held, but no call. Kaiser makes another glove save from a sharp angle, and will drop it to his right yet again. But that'll pad the stats. I believe that's 24 shots on goal now for Greenville. Jacksonville does get a line change out of this. They'll send out Eric Bradford with Aaron Nazarian and Nick Saraceno. Brendan Miller, Jason Binkley, the Blue Liners. Greenville wins this faceoff, but it's knocked free from them. It is Nazarian up the right side for Saraceno over the blue line. Tries to go between the legs with a move around Hora, but he couldn't get it to go. Swamp Rabbits now in transition. Nice defensive work from the Icemen. Miller making the defensive play on Thompson as the Icemen play it to center ice. Saraceno over the blue line. Offside is called. He made an extra little move before gaining the line, and that cost him. Nazarian just in ahead. The crowd doesn't like it, but I think it was the right call there. That one little bit of hesitation was the difference. easier said than done, but it's the kind of situation where you really want to make that move once you have definitely gained the blue line. But sometimes the defense just doesn't let you do it. So you make it when you can. And unfortunately, it ended up in an offside situation there for Jacksonville. The Critchlow line is on now for the Icemen, along with Brendan Warren and Jared Van Wormer. Long drive in from the Icemen over the crossbar. Van Wormer takes the body on a man. Jacksonville's been playing a lot of physical hockey as Critchlow gets a shot away. It was over the crossbar, but Bednard gloved it anyway and actually played the puck. Will play on. Greenville moving it to center ice. Swamp Rabbits now with a steal. Into the zone, they are onside. Rister goes wide off the stick of Carlisle. Bykoff will swing it around to the near side boards for Bachman. Bachman off the end boards, and around we go back to the far side. Bykoff for Bradley. Knocked free from him by Jacksonville. Played softly out into the Swamp Rabbit zone. 11:08 to go. Still nothing. It's Jake Massey all alone, unopposed from the Icemen. Moves it to the left wing for Bykoff. Shifty player for Greenville. To the blue line. Shot is blocked from Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen with a three-man rush. Over the blue line, they are onside. Looking for this is a trailer McKernan, but his pass is intended for him was blocked. He was beaver tailing for it with his stick. Jacksonville does hold it in for the time being. Wasey Rabbit rolling towards the blue line, over the line and out, and here come the Swamp Rabbits with a three-man attack. Jacksonville takes the body, but Greenville keeps the puck. Cross ice look, nobody home. It comes off the boards. Swamp Rabbits hold it in briefly, but loose puck comes free for the Icemen. Derek Lodermeyer working it free to the Greenville line. Swamp Rabbits get it back. Soft shot on net. Kaiser with a stick save. He'll hold on to it and take the draw with 10-12 to go. Icemen are definitely getting more opportunities in this third period. I would say that they did in the first and second combined, not just in terms of shots on goal, but in terms of opportunities, some of which have resulted in quality chances, some of which have just missed, but you get the feeling that the Icemen are getting closer. And this could be a game where all it takes is one. The hockey version of a pitcher's duel tonight. Draws to the right of Kaiser. Icemen win it cleanly. It is Binkley. Good outlet pass for Saraceno, and the Icemen clear it in. Bradford first on the puck behind the Swamp Rabbit net. 2-on-2 hockey there, pinned up along the wall. Knocked free for the Swamp Rabbits. It is Finkelstein. Saucer pass for Hayhurst. Hayhurst knocks it back behind the Jacksonville net. Miller swings it around to the near side. Tries to shovel it forward, finds Nazarian. Nazarian up the wall for Saraceno. They've got something going here for Bradford. Forehand. Oh, what a save from Greenville. Ryan Bednarz moving from post to post, denying Jacksonville the first goal of the game. We stay 0-0 with 9:39 to go in the third period. We'll be back in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. Or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
Jacksonville so close to breaking this scoreless deadlock. Save of the night for either goaltender, made by Ryan Bednarz just moments ago. Jacksonville wins the offensive zone draw. Playing it behind the net. Brendan Warren had it jump over his stick. He'll still hustle after it, but the Swamp Rabbits have possession. Greenville out to the neutral zone, tapping it away to the Jacksonville line. Michael Kim turns to his forehand, then to his backhand, circling the back of his net before leaving it to the right wing for Craig Martin. Backhand feed, good look for Warren. Spin move, forehand, and a glove save Didn't get all of it, and Bednard making the glove save there. But the Icemen are starting to pepper the net a little bit. Got a reminder from Alex Reed, a.k.a. Reeder, that the Icemen have been in a game similar to this last year. A game against the Indy Fuel when they were outshot 35-14, yet they came away with a victory that night. 2-1 over Indy last year. This one staying 0-0. Icemen win the draw. At the blue line, it's Kim. Wrister in a screen. It's deflected just wide. Goes into the near side boards. Greenville loses the puck. Jacksonville looks for the steal. It is Aquin looking to set up Lodermeyer along the wall. Still bouncing up into the air. Swamp Rabbits knock it free. Wedman avoids a couple of forecheckers and knocks it loose to the neutral zone. Good step up there from Trevor Hamilton to break up that play, however. Swamp Rabbits get it back at their own blue line. 8:42 to go in the third period. Still 0-0. Gordy Meyer, turnaround pass in his own end. Loose at center ice. Icemen are on it. Unable to work it for a possible 2-on-1. Nazarian was calling for the puck, but the pass intended for him was deflected back to the Greenville netminder. Bednard will make the save. Jacksonville up to 5 shots in this period. Greenville only 4. Jacksonville has definitely had the better of play in this third period. Will that result in the victory, though? We shall see. Icemen win another offensive zone faceoff. Backhander softly towards net. Panetta didn't really have much choice. He was being pressured right at the blue line. He wanted to keep it in the zone. Just softly worked it towards the goal. Bednard taking another save and a faceoff. Eric Bradford looking to win a second consecutive offensive zone draw. He's got Aaron Nazarian and Nick Saraceno flanking him. Greenville possesses this time. It is Chris Carlisle up the left wing. Stretch pass for Bykov. Deflects away from him. Jacksonville takes it behind their own net. It is Jacob Panetta. Bykov waiting right at the top of the crease. Kyle Kaiser is standing there. Panetta just slams it around the wall, looking for Saraceno, deflecting it for Bradford. Over the blue line, pass looking for Nazarian, but it was too far in front of him. Swamp Rabbits collect behind their own net. Less than 8 minutes to go in regulation now of a 0-0 hockey game. Carlisle, pressured by Nazarian, goes off the end boards for Massey. Massey, right to left pass for Connolly into the zone. Slap shot, save is made by Kaiser with a left pad. He'll hold on to it. And another draw to his right. Connolly unloading for the top of the left circle. Jacksonville coming on with Wasey Rabbit. I imagine him and Cam Critchlow will be taking quite a few defensive zone draws for the remainder of this game. Do not want to lose any draws in your own end right now. Rabbit against Joey Haddad, a pair of veterans here. Pair of team captains for that matter, both of them. Swamp Rabbits do win it. It is Finkelstein. Wrister is deflected on net. Kaiser forced to cover that one up as well. Just kind of bounced to him. Not anything hazardous by any means. And the two captains will wait for the drop of the puck again. They're going to wave Wasey out of the faceoff. Van Wormer will have to take it now for the Icemen. And Van Wormer wins it cleanly. Jacksonville off glass and out, but this is going to be icing against the Icemen. Binkley put a little too much power into that clear out. And we'll bring it back into the Jacksonville zone. How many faceoffs have been to the right of Kyle Kaiser in this third period alone? Seems like about a dozen of them. No changes for either team. No line changes here. It's Rabbit against Haddad yet again. And the Swamp Rabbits win this one to the blue line for Jardine. Jardine being pressured at the line. Shot on net. Save is made in a screen. Stick save made by Kaiser. Rebound for Greenville. Back to the line for Jardine. Rister in front looking for a stick, but Morellis couldn't get a blade on it. Jacksonville clears it to the line, but not out yet. It is Zimmer, top of the left circle. Rister off the side of the net. And the Icemen trying to clear out. Once again held in by Greenville. Playing it behind the goal for Haddad. Haddad being harassed by Miller. Morellis spins away from Rabbit. Moves into the high slot. Feeds it to the circle for Finkelstein. Sharp angle shot. That goes wide. Maybe getting a piece of it was Kaiser up against the short side post. Jacksonville, however, is gassed right now. They need to get that puck out of the zone, and Wasey Rabbit does. Barely stayed in play. That was almost a delay of game call against Jacksonville. Zimmer back into the zone. Kaiser with a glove save. Would have gone well wide, but he sensed what was going on out there. He knew that his guys needed a breather. So that was definitely the right play from Kyle Kaiser there. And Wasey Rabbit heads towards the bench. He's got one skate on the bench and one still on the ice. I think he's just trying to catch his breath right now a little bit. Draw to Kaiser's right. Derek Lodermeyer on the draw. Wins it to himself. Tapping it loose for Pascal Aquin, who gains the red line before attempting to clear in, but he was not able to get it into the zone. Greenville back in. Right wing circle, wrist shot. Save made by Kaiser. Where's the puck? Kaiser's got it underneath him, and he will freeze it. That puck somehow got lodged somewhere in his body. Kaiser didn't know where it was. He just fell flat on his back, hoping that he had it underneath him, and he did. Dangerous situation, but another big-time save from Kyle Kaiser. 6:15 to go in the third period. Still, nothing. And the pressure cooker heightens here. It's Eric Bradford on this draw, winning it cleanly for the Icemen. Jacksonville clears out of the zone. Icing, however, will be called. So Jacksonville is really having a hard time getting out of their own end with possession right now. Fortunately, they were able to get the line change the previous face-off, so fresh legs out there despite the icing. Bradford on the face-off for Jacksonville. It's Matt Wedman for the Swamp Rabbits. Puck is down. Who gets it? Nobody can get the handle to it. Bradford tries to tap it away, but Hawhurst holds it in. Hayhurst, rather, I should say. To the blue line. A steal from Jacksonville. Reading that pass with Saraceno. It's a 2-on-2 breakout. Saraceno looking to go wide on a man. Broken up by Greenville. Not cleared yet, but second crack at it, and the Swamp Rabbits will break it free. Three-man rush. They're onside. Drop pass. Great back check from Aaron Azarian, not allowing that shot on net. Jacksonville plays it up the glass. Saraceno over the blue line. Three-man rush. Saraceno into the high slot, playing it down low. Forehand save is made by Bednard, and we've got a very quick whistle from the referee there. That puck was loose. Bednard ultimately was able to cover it up, so there's not much to really be upset about, but there's no doubt that was a quick whistle from the referee, Andrew Brueggemann. Face-off coming in the Jacksonville's offensive zone. 5:30 to go in the third period. We're still scoreless here in Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
What a game this has been tonight. Arlie Johnson with you on the Icemen Broadcast Network. If you want offense all the time, this one is not for you. But if you want a nip and tuck, still don't know what's going to happen, pitcher's duel kind of hockey game, this one has had it all. And obviously, the result still hangs in the balance. Swamp Rabbits win the faceoff in their own zone. They'll start the rush forward. Bachman with a touch pass for Bradley, looking to go wide on a man. Centering feed goes through the slot, nobody home. Jacksonville pokes it away and out to the red line. Greenville in control from there, drifting back. It is Carlisle for Massey. Going wide on Van Wormer, now shifting away from Brendan Warren. Passing to the left wing for Bachman, gaining the line onside. Puck knocked free, dangerous back to Kaiser, who was forced to knock it aside and into the corner. Icemen trying to clear out. They do on the poke check from Van Wormer. Less than 5 minutes to go in regulation. 0-0 game. Jacksonville getting a line change, at least for their forwards. Greenville over the blue line. Defending is Panetta. Well done by Jacksonville. Back in their own zone. Greenville looks to pressure and keep it in the zone. Quan knocking it behind his net for Jacob Panetta. Panetta chipping it off glass. Safely to the Greenville blue line. Swamp Rabbits leading it forward for Morellis. It's way out of his reach. Icing will be called against the Swamp Rabbits. So an offensive zone draw here for Jacksonville. And we're at that point of the game now with less than 5 minutes to go. Tie hockey game. I know what Greenville's going to do. They're just going to play it safe. If they go to overtime, fine, they go to overtime. And it's almost at a point now where you don't really want to do too much offensively, because if you gamble and lose, it could really cost you, and you don't want that to happen either. So we'll see what happens in this final 4 minutes and change. Icemen win the draw. Slap shot on the screen, deflected in front. Save is made by Bednard. Rebound is loose. Greenville picks it up this time, as the Icemen had a couple of cracks at net on that one. But the Swamp Rabbits have it back behind their cage. It is Finkelstein. Rabbit is in between the hash marks, waiting to see which direction Finkelstein goes. He goes right up the middle as Rabbit peels away. Finkelstein's lead pass knocked away at the blue line, knocked free from Jacksonville. Swamp Rabbits get it right back at their own blue line. It is Jardine for Haddad, shifting away from Warren. Pass intended for Zimmer is out of his reach. Icemen take over in their own zone. It is Hamilton, indirect feed, knocked over the blue line by Brendan Warren. Wristing it around the wall is Greenville, looking to clear it away. It is Zimmer, knocked off the puck by Critchlow, but he gets it behind his own net for Jardine. Long stretch pass, connects with Morellis for the Swamp Rabbits. Morellis is into the zone, onside, drop pass, driven in behind the net from the Swamp Rabbits. Michael Kim double teamed. Morellis gets the steal, can't center, however. He's being pushed around by Trevor Hamilton. Well defended there by Hamilton with 3:05 to go. Wrister from the Swamp Rabbits. Another save by Kaiser as Max Zimmer got that snapshot away from the left face-off dot. 3:03 to go. If we are scoreless through 60, we'll continue on to overtime. It is Lodermeyer on this big defensive zone draw for the Icemen. He wins it cleanly. Well done from the rookie from the University of Vermont. Jacksonville clears it away. It goes off the glass and ultimately out of play. So we'll have another draw to Kyle Kaiser's right. Shots on net now, 28-16 in favor of the Swamp Rabbits. But again, Jacksonville had only 7 shots on goal through the first 2 periods. They've got 9 this period alone, more than doubling their output. Jacksonville has control. They will clear it in. Just over the blue line, knocked away by Greenville. They'll now move it in, but this is going to be called icing against Greenville. Clock stops with 2:43 remaining. It's the little things. Greenville had plenty of opportunity to gain center ice there and prevent that icing call, but a little lazy on their part. And because of it, Jacksonville possibly an opportunity here with an offensive zone draw. It's to the right side of Bednard, and Jacksonville wins it cleanly. At the point, it's Michael Kim walking the line. Wrist shot's deflected wide, comes off the end boards looking for the bank shot. It doesn't go. Bradford to the blue line for Hamilton. Intentionally goes wide on the shot, comes off the end boards for Saraceno. Saraceno looking for a man in front, throws it in front. Save is made by Bednard. Oh, what an opportunity there as Wasey Rabbit got a piece of it on the feed from Saraceno. Beautiful feed. Bednard laying on his belly, and the puck was underneath him. As Rabbit nearly found it through the 5-hole there. He definitely got a stick on it, but Bednard able to make a save. The Icemen just that close. Jacksonville wins another offensive zone draw. It is Kim behind the net for Saraceno. Saraceno throws it in front, goes off a body, loose in front, and it goes just wide. Nearly went off a body and into the net. Swamp Rabbits now skate out of their own end. It is Massey over the blue line. Bradley will score. Matt Bradley puts Greenville on top with 2:04 to go as he comes down on the left wing side and puts it over the shoulder of Kyle Kaiser and underneath the crossbar. Matt Bradley has put Greenville on top 1-0 with 2:04 to go. What a deflating goal that is. 17:56. The only assist belongs to Jake Massey. Still some time left for Jacksonville. We'll see if they can tie things up and send this to OT. Greenville clears out of their own end. Foot race for the puck. Kaiser wins it. And a do-or-die play for him. 1:48 to go. Jacksonville now trails 1-0. And they need some last-minute heroics to send this to overtime. Brendan Warren fell down on the play. A steal from Greenville. Kaiser with a big-time save to keep the Icemen in it. Puck is behind the Icemen net with 1.5 minutes to go. Jacksonville pulls it away. Here they come right up the middle. It is Aaron Azarian. Beats a man to the inside, onside, to the left. Forehand and a save is made by Bednard. Rebound is loose. Greenville clears it ahead. Bachman at center ice. Jacksonville is without their goaltender. They've got 6 skaters on the ice. Here come the Icemen through the neutral zone. It is Martin over the blue line. Centering pass knocked away. Martin gets it back. Feeds it to the blue line. Cross ice it is Hamilton. Hamilton, wrister and a screen is blocked in front. Final minute of play. Jacksonville pressuring, looking for the equalizer. Greenville looks to clear. Bounces up in the air. Knocked free by the Icemen. Bounces up again in the air again. Swamp Rabbits get it free, but they can't get the shot on goal. Well done by Michael Kim to keep things moving for Jacksonville. In the neutral zone, it is Van Wormer. Over the blue line, knocked free by Greenville, back to center. 34 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville clears in. Bednard leaving it for Hora. Around the wall, it's stolen. Aquan looks to center. Looks for the bank shot, and it goes off the referee. We're going to have to stop play. It went off the referee up high in his face. Andrew Brueggemann took that sharp angle shot. Trainers come out from both teams with 22.6 seconds to go. He took that snapshot right to his face. And let's hope that he is okay. Just got caught in the crossfire. Aquin tried to bank it in from a dead angle shot on Bednard. Tried to bank it in off of him. He missed him, and it ended up going up on Brueggemann. And so for now, let's see how Andrew Brueggemann is. He's up on his feet. He's got a towel to his face. Gets some applause from the fans, and rightfully so. These officials put themselves in harm's way every single time they're on the ice. Is Brueggemann going to keep reffing? I don't think so. No, he's headed to the locker room right now. So they're going to have to finish this up with 22.6 seconds to go in the contest with just the 2 linesmen. It's going to be a little bit of a cleanup situation here. If I'm head coach Jason Christie, I am calling out a play right now while they attend to that. And then once that's done, I'd call timeout and talk it over a little bit more. Greenville has taken the lead just a couple of minutes ago. The only goal of the game so far. Matt Bradley, his 4th of the year at 17:56 of the 3rd period. 1-0 Swamp Rabbits. So the ice crew swiftly cleaning things up. It is an offensive zone draw for the Icemen. They've got 6 skaters on the ice with an empty net behind them. And we'll see if Jacksonville can find a way to beat Ryan Bednard, who's had a shutout for 59 minutes and change. Eric Bradford on the faceoff for Jacksonville. Wasey Rabbit is right at the top of the circle. The hope is that Bradford wins it cleanly for Rabbit. Matt Wedman taking the draw for the Swamp Rabbits. Puck is down. It goes into the corner. Greenville plays it around the boards. Massey on his backhand tries to clear out. Stepping up and holding it in is Jacksonville, at least for now. Swamp Rabbits get it back. They again cannot clear. 10 seconds to go. Moving it behind the net are the Icemen. Can they center? Saraceno knocks it for Bradford. He got a stick up high on the play. Greenville looks to clear. They will get it out, and that will do it. This game is going to end 1-0, and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits have defeated the Jacksonville Icemen in an eerily similar game to this past weekend when Greenville beat Jacksonville 2-0, scoring a late third period goal to break the scoreless deadlock. And the Swamp Rabbits have done it to Jacksonville again in almost a mirror image kind of game. Andrew Brueggemann back out onto the ice right now as this game ends. So good to see him back out onto the ice. He's got some gauze in both of his nostrils right now, but he is back out there. And the Icemen, a valiant effort tonight. This was a very entertaining hockey game. But the Icemen just could not solve Ryan Bednard all night. And ultimately, Jacksonville falls tonight by a final count of 1-0 on a Matt Bradley goal with just 2:04 remaining in the third period. So Jacksonville, with this crushing defeat, falls to 6 wins, 9 losses, 1 overtime loss, 1 shootout loss. They still have 14 points on the season. Greenville, give them credit. They know how to win these 1-goal games. Now 8 wins, 4 losses, 5 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. Greenville with 23 points. In Greenville now with that win, they now have points in 14 of their last 15 games. Talk about them in all their overtime games and what you will, but they're getting points game after game after game, and you've got to give them some credit for that. As for Jacksonville, give them plenty of credit as well. They played an awful tough game. Kyle Kaiser was phenomenal between the pipes for the Icemen tonight, but not enough this evening, as Greenville again gets a very late third period goal for the only goal of the game and a 1-0 final. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Of course, we always want to thank everyone for that. Next up for Jacksonville, well, it's going to be a little while before we're back on home ice yet again. Coming up next for Jacksonville, it's going to be a road contest for the Icemen. I'll give you that in just a moment as I'm rifling through my papers at the exact same time before we leave you here. Next up for Jacksonville, Valentine's Day. So a nice long break here for the Icemen. Somehow they ended up with next weekend entirely off until Sunday afternoon. So I imagine they'll take the trip to South Carolina. That's who they'll face at South Carolina on Sunday. That's Valentine's Day, a 3:05 start. Next home game for the Icemen, not until February 19th. That's 2 weeks from yesterday. Friday the 19th, Jacksonville will host South Carolina for a pair of games, February 19th and 20th. So for Jacksonville right now, rest up, get some practice time in. There's not a lot of time when you get this opportunity for practice, but as of right now, Jacksonville has exactly 1 game in the next 13 days total. It is at South Carolina